lost in the pouring rain. I had a plan, I had a future there beside me. Every night you were there to guide me. You felt like home, but now I don't belong. I don't belong now, baby. Our love was real, but now it's just a ghost of a memory. We had our thing, but then you go and cut me so deep. Ooh, child, you're just a ghost of a memory. You took my heart, you took the better part of me. I don't belong now, baby. You took the better part of me. You took it all from me, baby. You took it all from me.
Hey now, what's up everybody? Tuesday coming at you here. It is October 8th, 2024. Ready for another one at you. Coming at you here live from Stratford, Connecticut and WPIG studios. Of course, the beautiful Chew is in the producer chair as always, making sure this stream goes off without a hitch. Always there, always watching, always making sure things go smoothly. And we never have disaster streams around here. You know it. Uh-oh, we just got the pinned tweet, the pinned message. Today is a foo day of Silent Hill 2 goodness. The streak continues. And if we keep hitting the support goal, I'm doing a special DSP tries it. Krabby Patty Meal. From Wendy's this weekend. Thank you. Told you guys. People called this poll too easy. And we got 80% of the people saying that he will talk about the leaked DMs. And I saw a lot of people don't know what the leaked DMs are. So while he doesn't, before he gets on here, pick up some Mechanic Drew. What's up, all cuz? Make it a great day, definitely. And Mechanic Drew with the Corner Demon IRA. Ira in the house here. But real quick, the leaked DM. So Richard, after taking that felting, the felting of all feltings yesterday. Holy shit, he was felted. He was so felted, he didn't know what to do with himself. So what does he do? What do you do when you talk shit about people? Well, that makes him do stuff. And in this case, it made Review Tech leak some DMs, in fact. And I'm not going to debate if he should have done that, if he should not have done that. They are now out. And as they say in the business, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, if you know what I'm saying. So they are out. And here is a thread of them I put together on Twitter if you haven't seen it. And it really just shows how unhinged a certain person is and how alien they are in everything they do. So first we're going to start. This is a long time ago, so I try to keep the dates in there whenever I could. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. You know, John Doe, I know this sounds stupid, but I was thinking there's a funnier thing I could be saying right now, but I don't know what it is, and that happens a lot, you know? So there's a lot of funny jokes I just can't even think of. So if you could up your opinion of my humor about 2%, I would appreciate that, because that does happen. So just so you know, I have a lot of funny jokes that I just don't quite remember, so just give me credit for those anyway. Thank you so much. All right, moving forward positively. The first one it started was... worse, Jim Dancing, worse than the comments of the casino chat. Absolutely. So this is from a long time ago, and they were talking about the incident for some reason. The previous ones were cut off. This is kind of where it picks up. And Philip was saying how actions do have consequences. I'm not going to exploit something dumb or hurt others around me for personal gain. He's talking about making shirts about the incident. This is before side-scrollers, mind you. And one of my favorite lines from this is, people in my community don't want to just think about me whacking off constantly. My cat just ran away when I made that laugh. I don't know if you heard that. People in my community don't want to just think about me whacking off constantly. And my wife definitely does it. So there we go. We've confirmed Catherine does not want to think about Philip whacking off constantly. And honestly... You know, I think everyone's in agreement with that. We all can agree with that statement here. Moving forward positively here. This is when Philip offers condolences after Rich for his daughter. The daughter news came out. Fuck. I can't show it to you clearly here. Turn off Twitter. So he says, I'll just read it. Fuck these fucking images. Twitter's not easy to show the images. So it's... Oh, no, I got them here. Hang on. We're not going to go through them all. That'll take too long. And that's how many there are, guys. It'll just take too long. So it says, I'm sincerely sorry about your daughter, and I wish her a speedy and complete recovery. And Philip then says, thank you. Rich says, thank you, Phil. I genuinely appreciate that. And then the next day he says, would you be interested in coming on my stream with Jay and I sometime? Which is a fine, question he's allowed to ask. Philip again writes a paragraph. Not very interesting, just writes a paragraph, all right? Just so you know, there was a paragraph there. Then Philip writes another paragraph. It's all paragraphs from Philip. Seems StreamYard is easy to use. That's what I just used for the Side Scrollers interview. So use Side Scrollers interview for that thing. Not that. And whatever. And it's the same as any stream. It's basically trying to get him on the show, okay? And Philip is clear responding very, very nicely, okay? Very calmly and nicely, okay? Yeah, I know there's a stitched together version on the farms, but it's like OBS doesn't like things that are that big and they go so far out of the window that it doesn't really work that well. I was going to do that. Interestingly enough, though, I showed you with those DMs here, very cordial Philip Burnell. I think we'd all agree, right? What do you need to use the interview? Philip is very cordial, let's say. Well, I did find this interesting. This is Philip talking about that time period when Richard was trying to get him an interview, right? He talks about it a little differently, interestingly enough.
Review Tech wanted to offer me like $2,000 for an interview.
Guys,
because he wanted to interview me after Side Scrollers. Like, everyone wanted to talk to me after the Side Scrollers interview, right?
Did you see anything about $2,000 in those in these DMs I showed you? I didn't. I surely didn't see any talk of payment. But I guess maybe he said it on the stream. That could be. That option is there. Maybe Rich said it on the stream or something. But there is no mention of $2,000 in any of these DMs. I will say that. I can confirm that for you right here and now. Next up, that was a Strider. That was a misspeaking. So again, Rich answers like a normal human being. I don't want to give credit to Rich here, but I'm just saying he's writing like a normal human being in single or double or two sentences. Philip, again, always responds in paragraphs. He just cannot not write a paragraph. He can't. So we're still responding here. Okay, I have to look into Zoom and figure it out from my end. It's a program. You click a link. It's not that big a deal. And then all I have to do is click your link. You do realize. And then, okay, so then the next thing happens. So all you have to do is click a link. So as long as you have a mic and a webcam, you're set up, you're good. As you see, that's March 16th. Well, on that very same date, Richard sent this. It's a very threatening email and drama email. I found it amazing that DSP thinks everyone on Side Scrolls is the hater and the detractor. Phil, they were giving you a dose of reality and trying to help you. Studying Craig is the last dude on the planet just looking to conjure up drama. All right? Philip took that as a drama tweet and then responded to that very unfavorably. He was very perturbed. The king was perturbed, and he said, you do realize that if we want to have a civil convo that isn't drama, immediately making a drama tweet probably isn't the best way to go about it. So then, my friends, we go on a tear. And when I say tear, I mean the very same tear that Philip wants you to believe that Cog was on by making a single video about Philip. Okay? So next up, a year passes, by the way. We interview Keemstar. All that stuff has now happened at this point. All right? So keep that in your mind. We're all there, right? It's all happened. And he starts with this after that long. Everyone wants me to have you on my show now. By the way, this is 2 days after Keemstar was on the Level 1 podcast. So it's been that long between those two tweets. Side Scrollers interview, and then Keemstar interview, and then Philip says this. Everyone wants me to have you on my show now. Now, it is my speculation that Keemstar said, yeah, you should probably have Rich on. And Philip said, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. And this is how he did it. Everyone wants me to have you on my stream. And this is one of the most crazy lines I've ever read on WPIG. Convince me why I should even give you the time of day. Because, man, I'm gonna have to swallow a lot of pride to be nice with you. Convince me why I should have you on my show. Right. Okay. Very cool thing to do. A lot of people do that, actually. That's what I say to Detractor Meme every Thursday. Few people know that. Android, convince me why I should even give you the time of day. Okay? And then, a day later, yeah, look at the date, look at the time, by the way, very, very interesting times there. He's very busy, though, okay? Very busy, and he wants more time to spend with his family. Next up, 1 day later, no response, Rich? Really? I'm throwing you a bone. Despite your constant insults to myself, my wife, and anyone associated with me, I'm throwing you a bone. I know. It's so far gone from the source material now. I don't care, though. Next up. So that was 1 day of not responding. It gets that level of ire from the king. Okay, so you saw what I just sent you, right? This was it? Okay, so August 31st, 2024. We're on a string of 3 messages from Philip in a row. Now we get this. Hello! A week later, we send these 2 newspaper columns. This is like my weekly column in the DMs. I got it. Hold on. Oh, fuck. It doesn't work now. Where is it? There we go. So 3 a.m. That's the only time he writes anything. You don't even have to say the time anymore because it's always 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. somewhere, and that somewhere is in Renton, Washington when he sends messages. Okay, well, you had your chance, and I'm really sorry for where your life has ended up. That's karma. If you appeared on my show, I'd be civil with you and hash out everything. SNF, everything. And as long as no insults were thrown, I think it would go like Keemstar interview. No lie here. Unlike Craig, I actually do not want an apology from you. Well, you didn't get that apology either, but... I roasted you when I reacted to your documentary with Kino Casino. I roasted you. Trust me, I roasted you. I'd just like to finally have a discussion with you in the public so we can squash any beef and move on. I really mean that. Okay, well, that was September 7th. We move forward to September 19th. I've heard you did another insult-laden show toward me, but you've ignored my messages here and my attempts to be civil. Man, you are low down at this point in your life. I wish you the best. I really do. But you can't just stop your own self-destruction, which I'd like to help you in a real conversation. No attacks at all. But I'm talking to a wall. Aren't I, Rich? Well, Rich does something that, unfortunately, I have to admit was a little bit funny. I do have to admit this. Journalistic integrity. I do have to admit this was kind of funny. Rich responded with this. That was his only response. Just an image of LTG at the window. So, how does Philip take that? Maybe is it Philip going to say, well, I guess I am really talking to a wall. Maybe I shouldn't respond. No. We get more of... Let me get my button ready. Oh, God damn it. That man will never leave his so totally different topic. Totally different topic. Oh, now you want to talk about LTG. Cool. Review tech, I'm down. That man will never leave his insulated comfort zone of sycophants to do anything with anyone that actually people want to see. With anyone that people actually want to see. That people actually wants to see. I always read it as written, by the way. And if he did show up at my house, I'd just make fun of him. I'd make fun of him more. He's a clown. He took an image of LTG outside of a window, seriously, and described what he would do if LTG showed up at his house. Very normal behavior. Okay, well, you see that thing has passed. Next, we're on to the next one. Remember, Rich hasn't said anything since then. So that's it? You think throwing LTG at me is the best you could do? You think throwing that's not... This is so unhinged. All right, you think throwing LTG at me is the best you can do? Used to be better than that. I'm actually surprised you responded at all. And if you haven't... Yeah, he responded with a meme, kind of saying like, I'm done, dude. It's a meme. Give up. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not going to talk about these DMs publicly like you do. I actually want to have you on my show to hash shit out and find out what your problem with me really is so we can put this all to bed and move on. Well, Rich, again, unfortunately did a kind of funny reaction to this. He, trying to help Phil understand that he doesn't want to respond, he sends this back. Which is a picture of a bird and Bill Gates, created by AI. Now, at one point, you might take many options at this point. You might choose to say, fuck it, Rich, I'm done with you. You might just don't say anything and understand that it's finally over. You're probably not going to get the interview with Rich that you want. Well, Philip decides to take a route that I didn't see coming. And it was this. I know it's bad quality, but I'll read it to you. I have no idea what this is. I actually love birds. I think they're awesome and cute and wish I had one. this is when I kind of felt bad. Like, I think really, we're just looking for a friend at this point, right? Like, Philip has literally, and I'm not making this up, hundreds and hundreds of words since the last time Rich has said anything to him. Anything to him. Philip has written hundreds and hundreds of words. Rich finally responds to with an LTG image. Philip writes more words, and then he sends an AI image that's even dumber and less on topic, and Philip responds with this. I don't know, man. I do not know. All right, well, you thought the fun was over. It's not over yet, boys. We got more shit to go. And then we get to this. So at that point, it goes to... he said... Hold on, let me get it up here. I'll read everything afterwards. We got to get through this before he starts, though, because it's very topical. And then Philip drops this ultimatum on him, okay? And this ultimatum is out of nowhere. He says... Oh, yeah. And okay, no, excuse me, I'm out of order here. You saw the response that Philip said about the birds? Well, after that, let me get my button ready. Oh, God. Holy shit, man. We're up to about 1,000 or more words since Rich has said a single thing. Rich, I'm going to give you one last chance. You tried so hard to get me on your show for ages. Would you like to see the ages in question? It is... Would you be interested in coming on my stream with Jay and I sometime and explaining how to use StreamYard? That's the ages that Rich was trying to get Philip on his show in DMs. I know he mentioned it in his stream more than that, but let's just be real here. It wasn't ages. It appears that Philip instead likes to write for ages to someone that has clearly not responding in any fashion. But anyways, if you won't take it simply because you're no longer in a position of power, it just goes to show you that you were never interested at all and what kind of person you are. It's really, really tough to say you're in a position of power when you have written 1,000 words to another human being that hasn't responded with more than images in literally a year at this point, I believe. Literally, time frame, year. But yes, let us know how much a position of power you are in, Sir King. If you don't respond to this message seriously, I'm just going to assume you're okay living the rest of your life out as a joke. If you haven't noticed, June the King's documentary and myself didn't end me. It had the opposite effect. Well, that's a little different, but all right. I make money playing mobile games now and nobody cares. So come on my show and settle it all and come out looking good, just like Keemstar did. Oh, Keemstar didn't look good before? Keemstar needed the Level 1 podcast to look good? Oh, that's interesting. I did not know about that. Philip's not starting yet because he has 165 viewers, and he's waiting for 200. That's why we're still going here. The stream is not live. I mean, it's the slideshow, you know what I mean? So there was no response from Richard here, and he says, respond in this DM if you want to be on my show. I don't know why I have to spell it out like you are a 5-year-old. You have 48 hours. If you don't hear from you, the door is closed forever. So not taking his own ultimatum seriously, he then drops another ultimatum to Rich and says, I'm going to close the door forever. This time I'm serious. Okay, well, now since we're very serious, I'm going to do this in comedic fashion. So Rich responds with this, which is 10 words, maybe, give or take 10 words. Hi, Phil. Sure, I'd love to come on. Let's schedule a day and time. Okay? Well, I wish I could say Philip responded in a hinged fashion. However, we both know that's not the case, don't we? You ready? Get up here. Come here. Your DM? Okay, here, I'll put it this way. Here we go. on. Honestly, dude, get help. I cannot say this more realistically or mean it more sincerely. Get help. Oh my god. All right, so that's after that. Let me see if there's anything worth showing here. Philip demands that that Rich is sober. That was the last long one though. Then he does after they kind of agree on a time. Philip says this, and that's the last paragraph, and that was kind of the last thing. All right, we're back. Yeah, my bad.
We've got a Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we've got a cumulative gaming news roundup. Multiple stories from all over the web about various
last
games
chance for
of
the
like,
poll,
and even a little bit of non-gaming news today. Plus, feeling a little bit thirsty today? Well, plus, of course, today...
Oh, that's Muggs from his merch store. Get ready for that joke.
Silent Hill 2 returns for a full day of holiday-themed horror fun, which I cannot wait for. And finally, it's fall weather here in Washington State where I live, so I'm going to be comfortable.
Let me see if it
right
works.
Lighting. We got the right mood. It's going to be an awesome chill day on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Okay, that worked. Oh, any music? Oh, I think Raw Phil mutes it. So there you go. I'll put the weather on the top, but right for now we're just trying to fuck with it. So there, it does work. The API at least is working. So the weather now you can see. The weather is now a command, but it will be on the top. All right, let's get some skip juice. You know what? I'll read the contributions, then we'll get right into it. All right. So because I do have to get out of here right at 4:30 p.m. I will get divorced if it doesn't. Chew has given me the ultimatum on this one. Copeside Phil says, Phil really is that psycho ex-girlfriend. And yes. I mean, how can you take that any other way than being unhinged?
80 likes, everyone. 20 more to hit 100.
Mr. Extravagant says, probably shouldn't felt anyone who has your DMs. You may or not want leaked. Just my opinion. Glad he did it, though. I know, right? If you talk shit about someone, they're going to respond in some way, and you don't know how that is. So just think about it, right? I mean... stupid. ES says Phil's the product of asylums sitting down. Oh, okay. Yes. War Dog shutting down is what you meant there, I think. War Dog Leader says props to Rich for releasing these DMs. LOL, big ups. Big ups, War Dog Leader. Free Ice Cream says after this I'd pay good money for Panda Lee's texts and DMs. That would be the holy grail. That's like stop whatever you're doing. Stream over. We're doing a month of that being said analysis on those if that ever came out. Trust me, it'd be a month. Mr. Extravagant says Monkey Spank is back, baby. He is in a big way. Hell yeah. Nerd Brew says Phil emails his dad, who just replies with a fish. Yeah. You know he says that same shit to his parents. I guarantee it. Splody Jesus says it time tism. The pasta maker says. That was a cry for help from Cat, actually. Can you imagine? That was all Cat sending. Mr. Matt says, yes, Grandpa, birds are cool. Now let's get back to you. Yes, Grandpa, birds are cool. Now let's get you back to the retirement home. BR Joe says, Dave, you sad, lonely little man. I mean, you know. ES says, this is extremely rare ViewTech W. I know, it's tough though, right? You don't want to give the W's, but there was some exchanges that I did smile at, I'll say. Like the LTG out of nowhere. The random wake up LTG was funny for me. I'll give him credit for that one. VLX says, talking to Rich like he talks to Jasper Kitty. Yes. Yeah, lowercase W is correct. There you go, Nux Medallion. Movie Sign says, all Dave's going to do is make himself look like a saint in all this. See, guys, look how many chances I gave that loser. Get bent, Phil. I wonder. It sounds like No's going to win, by the way. And I am closing the poll. So everyone's locked in. Last chance, all right? Copeside Phil, big up. Says, anyone who sees all of this and still thinks Phil is normal and not a weirdo, then that person is regarded and needs mental help. Phil is that insane weirdo he wants everyone to think detractors are. And that's a good way to put it, Copeside Phil. Magoo! Big ups with WPIG. Big ups, Magoo. Hosky in the house. I made the joke that Phil said I'm done with the guy. I made the joke that Phil said I'm done with him to a guy who DM'd for a month and a half. Little did I know. You didn't know. You're right. Jericho TSK says, is DSP and Panda the Holy Grail? Any other DMs you'd prefer? Give this to Chew for divorce proceedings. I will do that, Jericho. I will do that. All right. Big ups, everybody. Let's get to it. Skip Juice has been obtained. I will now end the poll. 81% say he will talk, and 19% say he will not talk about it. We shall see what happens. Your life now is in the poll's hands. Okay? Here we go. Start! John and Rambo would be good, too, yeah. I still think Landa's number one, right? I still think Landa's number one. That's a good poll, actually. Backup poll. But there we go. Here we go. There's the intro.
Man.
Oh, here's the same thirsty joke.
I'm feeling really parched, and it's weird. I didn't even start the show yet today. I didn't have enough to drink this morning. My coffee, I don't know. It wasn't satisfying. I feel like I don't know. I have this overwhelming desire to have a drink right now. Like, I'm in this the merch of the pivot.
Sorry.
Whoa!
I can't. Oh, man, I can't.
There's no particular reason why. It's just that I just felt really thirsty this morning.
We're still doing it?
I just wanted to have some liquid refreshment.
We're still doing this?
Right here on the show.
Liquid refreshment.
Anyway, that's completely unrelated to everything, right?
Okay.
Obviously. Guys, the mugs arrived last night. Okay? This is one of the two designs that's available on my web store
oh,
right
sweet. Las Vegas won. What happens in Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Really cool.
now. Darksidephil.shop. Okay?
Pretty cool. Las Vegas.
There is the Level 1 Podcast logo.
1% of your proceeds will go to Las Vegas.
Blue and red on one side. And yes, the mugs are
Yeah,
actually
it looks more like AV,
two-sided,
actually.
which I didn't even know when I got these things set up.
Yeah, it goes to the adult video the adult video industry.
No, it's a new merch
Yes.
company I'm working with. I've never worked with them before.
Brother.
And you don't know the quality.
You click a
the
few
shirts
links.
that I received have been great. I had the Dan DSP gaming shirt. I had the baseball tee, right? And both of those shirts were very high quality. I really like them, and I'm going to have them in my rotation of stuff to wear here on streams. But I was wondering about the other merchandise, and so I had asked the company, can you send me a few samples? They said, sure. So here you go. Level 1 podcast mug,
Look at that
two-sider.
streak.
This is the white design. There's also
Look at Nightbot holding it down. That was during the intro song, to be fair. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Person, Nightbot. Person, Nightbot. Hell yeah, Nightbot. Doing great, brother. Keep his... Stay strong
a
in
black
there.
design, and the black design has
5-hit
the logo
combo.
in like a silverish white and red. I actually showed that off
four.
yesterday
A
on my
four
late
combo.
stream for those who were there live, but I have not made a video of it yet. What I'll likely do, so you can see them on stream, you can find out for yourself, but since people are asking,
No
right,
one's asking.
let's take another look at the shop. Since you asked, I wasn't going to actually show the shop on stream today, but you did ask.
Who?
So,
What?
Here
Yeah,
at
that makes it fine.
darksidephil.shop,
You did ask.
you can find a wide variety of apparel. You got your sweatshirts coming up for the cooler autumn and winter seasons right here.
I'm really
right?
trying
Your
to
hoodies,
find
pullovers,
someone that asked.
various different colored shirts and logos and designs. There's your baseball tee that I had mentioned. The baseball, it's like a half C arm.
That's the someone that asked, by the way. That is the someone that asked. That's it. Holy shit, that's it. Well, but since you clearly asked and have a lot of interest in this, I will bring it up. Hang on.
It goes down to like halfway down your arm. There's even a two-sided t-shirt if you're interested. Hoodies.
Oh, hoodie.
There's also the Wow Dude design, some tote bags.
Ooh, I want the
And
tote
then
bag.
in question, what we're talking about are the mugs. So here you go. You can get a DSP Gaming Dan mug, a Philomania mug, the various Level 1 podcast designs mug. It looks familiar.
Philip, did you forget to change the prices? Because one of the same exact size is $5 cheaper. $4 cheap. $3 cheaper.
The various...
Why is one $19.99 and one $16.50? Is it because black is more expensive? Is that it? That can't be it, right?
Level 1 podcast designs mug. It looks familiar. Looks a little familiar to me, right?
What is that? We're still doing the joke?
And the Wow Dude mug. Okay? So, there you go. And before you...
I know in many cases, this is true, Strider, but in that case, they're both 11 ounces. So it's not.
You ask, free global shipping on all orders over $40. So if you buy $40 or more of merch from my merch shop, you will get it sent to you for free. Now, as a demo of shipping speed, I live in the United States. Okay.
Yeah, give me a demo.
These mugs were ordered before the shop went live. And the shop went live not this weekend that passed, but the weekend before. And I just got them yesterday. So it takes a bit. Why? Because it's custom-made product, right? They're custom printing this stuff for you guys, which probably takes a few days. Then they mail it.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, this was really cool.
Oh, it's cool.
This thing came in such good packaging. It came in a cardboard box, but the box has all this stuff inside that actually holds the mug in place. Like it has cardboard teeth that hold the mug in place in the box like this.
No! They don't just throw it in there and hope it doesn't break? What? What? Can you get the website up again, actually? I want to buy something.
So it doesn't get damaged in transit.
Oh,
it doesn't
my
even
God.
need like bubble wrap or packing nuts or anything.
Oh,
It
yes.
has a specially designed cardboard box just for mugs.
Oh, my
I was
God.
actually very pleased with how it arrived. I was like, wow, it's compact, but it was completely safe and nicely packed. So
This is huge, okay? This is universe changing.
good stuff. Okay. So anyway, there you go.
We were here when we learned the world will never be the same.
New Level 1 podcast mug available on darksidefield.shop.
Big ups,
And I
Movie
want to
Sign.
say thank
We got
you
some
all
mugs.
to everyone who in the first week bought something from the shop because there was a good amount of sales. Okay, I think it was over 30 items were sold in the first week. And
How
I
about
made
now?
some good bank on it. I'm not gonna lie. Was it like groundbreaking, life changing? No.
So that's not bank then. I made some mediocre bank on it then. What? I know, Pettinson, I promise you I'm looking into making the Corner Demon plushie. I promise you I'm doing it. Because the Dent City Dasher stuff is ready to roll on Friday, but I do kind of want to make a plushie. I'd be pretty high.
But I made some good money on it and way more than I ever made with the other merch companies that I worked with. I've worked with Cafe Press and Teespring, that's now called Spring.
Okay.
And their profit margins were terrible. The only way you could make money is if you jacked up the prices like ginormously.
That's what you did here, though.
I'm actually making some good profits on this stuff. It actually helps me out. So,
Okay. So
yes, please, by all means. But FYI, you're not going to get the product immediately. It takes about a week and a half, 2 weeks to get it,
Fuck
essentially.
it then.
So
I was gonna get it,
know
but fuck
that
it.
when you're ordering.
fuck it.
And if you are planning on ordering something for the holiday season, I strongly recommend you buy it early. Don't wait
Why?
till, it's the week before Christmas and I want to try to get some Dark Side film merch. Good luck, right?
Oh, so I mean, don't do what you did for your wife's birthday present? Just want to be clear.
Order it ahead.
Okay.
Get it for yourself now. Have it in place. And line the king's coffers. Excuse me. Not that last part. So get some good merch, okay?
Wow.
Very nice. Okay. It looks like someone already attempted to send me a tip today. All right. However,
Attempted?
it was frozen. Someone attempted to send me a $25 tip.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who it was. Thank you for that. But sadly, your tip was frozen, and I don't know why. This could happen for various different reasons on
Okay,
PayPal.
here we
Reason
go. Whole
number
rundown.
one, no exaggeration, you might have something in the text of your message that PayPal deems as risky language. There used to be a guy who used to pretend like he was from like Iraq or Iran, and he would send me tips, and then his tips all got frozen because it said that in his tip.
Oh.
It was pretty stupid, but yeah. Now, it could be something else too. It could be your bank. It just could be a random freeze because sometimes PayPal will randomly freeze content. But sadly,
Yeah, that makes sense.
there's no
yeah.
guarantee that this tip is going to
Randomly
go through 'cause it's
freeze.
frozen. So I can't. Number one, I can't see your message to shout it out, which sucks. I wanted to see your message to shout out. And number two, I can't count it towards our goal for today because I didn't get it. I don't even know if I'm going to get it. Sometimes I get these, sometimes I don't.
Okay, right.
So whoever this was who did a $25 tip early
Nice.
on, my apologies. I don't know why it froze. That sucks, but it is what it is. What can you do? All right. So, merch is in effect. Check it out, guys. Darksidefield.shop. Okay. So, welcome to the show, everyone, today.
All right, here's a mini poll. Will he bring that up anymore today? Right? We had that tip earlier, but I can't count it. Like, I wonder if he's going to bring that up again. Let's see. Mini poll.
It is
Mental
Tuesday,
poll.
the 8th of October, 2024. We're 10 minutes in, and now I'm just starting the show,
Lyrical
right?
thesis, yeah.
And today's going to be a great show. I've got a lot of stuff for you today. All right? I've got a bunch of news to cover. plus
Any
some
felts?
updates.
Any felt
and
things?
I got something new that I'm trying out as recommended by someone, and I'm curious if you guys could get any use out of it or not. Maybe something really useful for some, but not too useful for others. So we have various things to talk about today. But I'm really excited because not only are we going to play Silent Hill 2 all day long, again, which I'm very pumped for. I know that a lot of people have been playing it now, so we may get a lot of people who were avoiding my stream back on Sunday, but now can actually come and watch because they've played more than me. You know, it unlocked it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely affecting the viewership.
9 p.m.
Absolutely.
Pacific time last night. So by now, many people might be past the 5-hour mark that I'm at, right?
Yeah, viewership's going to really take a big boost here.
So we'll
Absolutely.
see. But I'm excited. Full day of Silent Hill 2, plus actual autumn weather outside. Right now, it is cloudy, it is rainy, it is cool.
Oh, let's check that.
That's the kind of weather that's streamer weather. That's primo streamer weather, bro.
That's streamer weather. It is, well, now it's less than 60 degrees. That's why you can say it's streamer weather. You know, you stream inside, right?
It is cool. That's the kind of weather that's streamer weather. That's primo streamer weather, bro. Especially for October, when we're already in a horror-themed month, and we want everything to be creepy and cool. It is today. So that means I won't be overheated. I won't have insane light coming in. You'll actually be able to see my backdrop today with the proper lighting, which is good. I even have a nice, cool RGB setup on my PC. It's looking like a bunch of like burning embers and stuff. So kind of like, you know, Hell World and Silent Hill 2. So good stuff coming today.
It's like burning embers. You can't see this shit at all, but it's like burning embers. Primo streamer LEDs. Big ups, ES. If I'm dreaming fashionable, medium, or large, right? Medium is for fashionable, but if I'm trying to be chill, I'll go large. Big ups, ES. Anybody news? Moldy Phil. Big ups, NWO News. $20 worth of quality packing material. Yeah, you get a cool quality packing material, Jericho.
So kind of like,
don't forget that.
Hell World and Silent Hill 2. So good stuff coming today. Good stuff. Okay. Before we begin with any news stories or updates, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I'd like to direct your attention down here to the bottom.
What's this?
Ladies and gentlemen, 7 straight streams where we have hit my support goal. All right. Now, this is important for 3 big reasons.
Oh, okay. It's like a 3-pronged plan.
Number 1, we have had bad luck with this streak ending at 6 for the last 2 times that we hit a streak. We would get to 6 straight, and then we would stall at 7, and it would restart. Like, oh, man, we did it. We beat the curse of 6. But then on top of that, we also had bad luck with the streak always ending every single Monday. I don't know what it was about Mondays, but Mondays always seem to end the streak. Well, guess what?
Bad case of the Mondays.
Curse of Monday. We continue on positively here into the future with support. The streak has continued at 7. Now, for those who don't remember, for those who are in chat, there's no way you couldn't remember because I have a pinned message in chat. But for those who maybe don't remember, we're doing a special thing this week. If we hit all the support goals for the week through Thursday, which would be 13, okay, I'm going to be doing a very special episode of DSP Tries It live this weekend on stream where I'm going to try out the Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's. It launches right now. If you're in the United States, you can get...
Good Lord, for a lot of people. Does Krabby Patty come with a toy? Good SOK account name.
Right.
There was someone else with that too, but you put a little spin on it. I appreciate that.
Now at Wendy's, it features a burger with a special sauce, which has a recipe they are not revealing to the world, similar to how Mr. Krabs doesn't want to reveal the secret recipe of the Krabby Patty in SpongeBob. In addition, it also has a Frosty with a special like puree topping of fruit.
Ooh.
So it's different than their normal meal. It would be cool celebrating the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob SquarePants. And I said I would do it. People wanted to see me do it, and I'm like, well, I don't do DSP Tries It anymore. And then people were like, well, what about like a special event or a reward for hitting a streak? I was like, oh, cool, sounds good to me. So it's been working. We've already passed the halfway point. We're over the hump. We only have 6 more to go. 3 more days today.
Good Jarpers in chat. That means we're halfway to our $2,000 goal for a taste test of a Krabby Patty burger. Good job, Larper.
Today, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we're good. And we're going to be doing the DSP Tries It this weekend. All right? So I'm excited. Let's keep the ball rolling. Please keep the support up. Remember, it's Super Chats, super stickers
Okay.
and tips
Okay.
that count towards the streak. That's what counts towards the King's Coffers goal every stream.
Okay. I like more positive reinforcement.
Okay, so
Give
good
me a treat.
stuff.
I want a
And
treat or something.
I'm excited for this because I actually want to do it. I haven't done a DSP Tries It in a long time, and honestly, I like Wendy's burgers, and I haven't had a Wendy's burger. I can't even remember. It might have been like a year. The last time I had a Wendy's
What
burger.
is this cringeness going
So
on
it's kind
today?
of like a reason for me to like cheat and eat food I'm not really supposed to eat. Gives me the opportunity to have some yummy stuff, you know.
Oh, God.
42 years old, I shouldn't be eating this stuff, but
This is
it's kind
rough,
of like a
man.
cheat excuse, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a win-win for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, let's keep the support streak going. And thank you so much. I can't wait to do this hopefully this weekend, okay?
I don't know what's going on, man. All right.
Now, by the way,
Yeah.
already people are getting so ahead of themselves. Yesterday, someone goes, Phil, aren't you aware that Burger King is doing an Addams Family collab this month? And starting on October 10th, you can get the Wednesday Addams Whopper. You can get the Things onion rings. You can
We got to go for the next goal, guys. I got to think of something else stupid to do for you guys.
get a special shake for Morticia and Gomez Addams, like butt fries or something. I think it has something to do with
Nailed
fries.
it.
I don't remember what it was.
Hilarious. That nailed it.
I think
Butt
no.
fries.
Oh, I remember Gomez Adams churro fries. Now hold on a second, because Gomez is Hispanic. Immediately, the fries have to be churro fries. Isn't that incredibly like offensive?
You making that connection though, pretty quick, huh? Pretty quick, huh? Very quick with that connection, huh, Philip?
2024 to just assume that because he's Mexican or Hispanic, whatever he is, because I actually don't know, that he has to eat churros.
Big up
Right?
lyrical thesis.
I mean, what is going on here? This is absolutely unacceptable, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so, you know, that, well, will you do that, Phil? I'm like, whoa. We're in the midst of hitting a streak to do the Krabby Patty meal. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, right? Like, if we get through this week and we do the Krabby Patty meal and people are liking that idea, and then we could maybe do the next one. Like, maybe next week would be, I do all of the Addams Family food from Burger King if we hit the next week's streak, right? But let's not get too crazy here.
Okay, so now that's the scam revealed. It's just I eat different shit if we keep the streak going all day. I was wondering, like, he's going so hardcore on this for some reason, like oddly, right? Like, but I guess he's just testing how stupid can the goal get, and people still will donate, you know?
Let's focus on the Krabby Patty, okay? And we'll go from there. Now, hold on a second. Someone is telling me in the chat that they've had the Krabby Patty meal. That is absolutely unacceptable. No one is allowed to have the Krabby Patty meal before the king. The king comes first. You may not partake in the Krabby Patty meal before the king. No. And you may not tell the king what the Krabby Patty meal tastes like. I don't want to know. Because if I'm going to have it this weekend, I don't want any spoilers whatsoever. Because there's no way that it's possibly exactly the same as the Dave single, except they put some kind of a sauce on it, and it just tastes exactly the same. There's no way that's going to happen. All right?
Nice one, Jericho.
All right. Anyway. You want to know the funniest part about this, guys? And
Yeah, I'm ready for anything funny of any kind.
this is the truth.
Okay,
My
finally.
detractors,
Okay.
they are so fucking upset that people are contributing and that I'm hitting a support streak to eat the Krabby Patty meal.
Because he's really embarrassed about doing something so stupid that literal no adults ever would ever make a goal for. Like, thinking your audience wants to see this is the, let's say, hyper-focused part of this. And Philip is trying to, he feels embarrassed for that too a little bit, I think. So he's trying to say, it's the detractors' fault. It's not just about the burger. It's about owning the detractors. That's where we're going to go with this. Because we're so quilted.
I wish this was an exaggeration. I wish I was joking. They're making videos about it. They've got memes about it. Look at
So you're definitely a little bit wounded by those things being made, aren't you? Because you're bringing it up on stream, which is the first sign, you know, that Philip really is affected by those videos getting made. But go ahead.
I'm Mr. Krabs, and they're superimposing my face on Mr. Krabs, writing $2,000 to eat the Krabby Patty. These guys
Good point, Logan.
are so fucking gullible. They take the bait every single time because they're so dense. They're so slow. They're so mentally stunted. They don't understand that's the joke.
You don't treat it like a joke, and also your fans aren't treating it like a joke. You can't just say things are a joke when you don't treat them like a joke, right? That's not a joke. Not that you know what a joke is in any form or fashion, but it's not a joke when you don't treat it like a joke and you treat it extremely seriously and use it in every single pity bag you will do for the rest of the day. So, not really understanding this point, but go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
They don't get it.
Uh-huh.
They actually think that, like, this is a serious matter, that I'm going to eat a Krabby Patty burger this weekend. They don't understand that the idea is that I hit the goal and they get pissed off that people are paying me to eat the Krabby Patty. That's the joke.
Well, easy for you to say. Is this, again, an example of monetizing the haters, though? Oh, man, I hope it's not. I thought you said you don't have to monetize the haters. What? I'm not sure.
People are paying me to eat the Krabby Patty. That's the joke.
Okay.
You guys are the joke. It's not
yo?
me seriously trying to raise money to eat the Krabby Patty. It's that you seethe about it.
Who are you talking to here? Are you talking to your audience, or?
That's why it works, you stupid idiots. If you didn't react like that, then probably it wouldn't work. But it works because you're stupid.
Okay, so don't make fun of me, and that will make it not work? This is tough to wrap my head around. I'll come back to you on this one when it makes sense.
Every video you make, every meme that you circulate on the internet, it helps me.
Okay, that's the thing.
But they really can't get that. They're like, oh, make fun of Phil. They're just... So anyway.
Okay.
Thank you all for your support so far this week. Let's keep it up. This morning on the show, let's get some support rolling. Let's get some tips. Let's get some super chats. Let's get that goal continuing.
I mean, that's why he's the king lolcow, right? He goes through that, saying how awesome it is and how the trolls are throwing all of the bait, and then he has to follow it up with the gold standard DSP e-bag to show us how much he's felting us. But yes, we are coping and seething.
And let's hit it by the end of the week. Let's do the Krabby Patty. And then, hey, if you guys like the idea, right, and you want to see something else, you want to see me do the Burger King one. I mean, we could talk about that later. You know me, I don't like to get ahead of myself, and I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. I feel like let's hit the first goal before we start discussing what's after, right? But I mean, yes, there's definitely potential for future stuff here too if this week goes well with it. And we're already over the hump. We're already past.
Definitely very kingly burp there. Some LARPers comments here. Yeah, yes, they look like absolute fools. Meanwhile, Phil eats a burger like a king. So we're doing this to felt the detractors? Big ups, Wesley H. I'm acting regarded. Wow, what a regard. Boom, felted. Detractor maroons. Sure, this makes sense if you drink enough. Yeah, it takes a lot of gin, Wesley H.
So let's just keep it rolling. All right?
It's a joke. All right. Now, guys, please support. Seriously, I do mean... No. The support is serious, though. Trust me.
Cool. It just sucks because someone tipped that $25 and it got frozen.
Oh, there it is.
It's shitty. So
if you mentally said yes, you just won.
Okay.
She sucks his dick.
All right. So, folks. Let's get some support going. Right now we got nothing besides the $25 kit that got frozen, which really stinks. We don't have anything else. Let's get some support rolling in here. Some stuff to shout out.
Start felting.
Let's get the momentum moving here on the stream today,
Let's
my friends.
start felting.
Good stuff, correct?
Make felting great again.
Now, before we get to gaming news, I have something that I want to show you guys. Someone had recommended this to me. All right? So here's the deal. Right now, since I've had this resurgence of popularity,
rich DMs
and attention thrown against me a couple months ago, and it's going pretty good. And there's new stuff coming up. I have some updates in regards to interviews and things that are going to happen soon, and I'll talk about that in a second.
Big ups.
But basically, people are interested in me, and people are interested in what content does Phil make? Where is he
Big
available?
up
How do I
to
reach
Gal.
out to Phil? How do I follow and find out what he's up to, right?
The email.
And the thing is, I've been around for 16 years and climbing. Now I'm actually heading into year 17 on YouTube. And I'm in a lot of places, right? I've got multiple YouTube channels. I've got an active Twitter/X account. You can email me. I have a merch shop now. And with
What is this, a Linktree plug?
all that's like, dude, it's all over the place. Like, where are you? Where, what happens where? And the question is, how do I put all that information into one place to make it easily accessible to someone who maybe is a newcomer to Darkside Phil? And so there are these third-party sites and places you can use
If you guys like that, I made a Linktree account. Please support.
where you can centralize all of your info into one page that people can then use to access stuff about you. So I took someone's advice, and I actually tried this out yesterday, and I'm going to show you what I came up with. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little disappointed.
What I came up with? You mean you used a website and did what they said? Buddha asks, as his views improved, his live stream views are almost to the level they were before the King Arc started. When the King Arc first started, he was getting 500, 600 viewers on the podcast, but that lasted about, 2 or 3 weeks, let's say. Now he's down to 300 on a day, 300 to 400, more if he's talking about grammar. Grammar. When he's talking about drama. He is getting more views on his YouTube channel, but that's purely because the clips. So he does the podcast, then he does the clips now, and that gives an extra 1,000 or so. But it's not like it's blowing up. But he has seen an uptick in views since the King's Arc. But, it's not going to last forever.
Disappointed with one
ups,
thing. I'm
Lyrical
going to show
Thesis.
you what I mean. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I made this page. This is called Hard, but it's spelled C-A-R-R-D rather than C-A-R-D. It's supposed to be
I thought I heard maybe I was listening for it. T-A-R-D. So listen for T-A-R-D, okay? This is called...
Yesterday I made this page.
Uh-huh.
This is called Hard, but
See,
it's
that's
spelled
what I heard.
C-A-R-R-D rather than C-A-R-D. It's supposed to be like a virtual internet business card where you have all of your links and info stored.
So it's Linktree.
The
It's
king
just...
of the live stream, Darkside Phil, over 16 plus years of successful content creation on the internet, lifelong gamer, live streamer, podcaster, and YouTuber.
Oh, great.
Okay.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
Some stats about me. I'm a daily live streamer and a podcaster. I have over 500 million total views on the internet. And I'm a lifelong gamer and even a former pro. It's true, at one point I was a pro gamer. Not anymore, but it's nice to kind of bring that up as part of my history.
Yeah.
So what do we have? We have all of my important links. Okay? YouTube. What's this one?
This seems like a more dented version of Linktree, doesn't it? We use Linktree, by the way. I think I was
SP Gaming, my main channel, where I'm literally broadcasting right now. Look, there I am.
Does it work?
My X
Son
account.
of a bitch.
So you click on
Oh,
there,
there you
it'll
go. It
take
did
you.
work.
Did they call me DSP on X? Okay. And now it won't go back. I'm not even kidding you. It won't go back.
Are
There we
you
go.
showing us how it works when you click
Kick back, it
links?
didn't work. My email. This will automatically open your email app
No.
of choice.
Hold on a
and address
minute.
an email to darksidephil@hotmail.com,
No.
which is my public email.
No.
Okay. My
Are you
merch shop.
serious?
That looks familiar somehow. I'm just hold on. I'm kind of thirsty, everyone. Spot. Oh shit. Down the wrong way. Okay, anyway.
That's what she said.
My merch shop. Then what are these? So check this out.
For example, is ported from the superior
Oh,
hardware.
excuse me, I'm coughing.
Hey, yeah, Jude the King. Shoutouts. I want to watch that.
While my own react to the Jude the King documentary about me is playing.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
So, it's DSP React, my React channel. And then over here, one final link, and that takes you to DSP Throwback.
How would you know that from these icons? Oh, one's a purple YouTube, one's a blue YouTube. Oh, yes, that's very clearly discernible. Okay, so the blue takes you to DSP Reacts. The purple takes you to DSP Throwback. Make sense?
And then over here, one final link, and that takes you to DSP Throwback,
Oh.
my Throwback channel.
The purple.
Okay?
Gotcha,
So,
gotcha. The purple. How are the views on that doing, by the way? I know you skimmed right past it, but how are the views on that channel going?
good stuff all around.
Okay,
right?
good stuff.
And I think that this is a very useful resource
Uh-huh.
for those who are interested in the stuff that they want to find about me all on one page, right?
I hope you have a
Now,
command, right?
Some people have already said, why don't I set this up as a command in the chat here so that it doesn't spam
Good point, Void. Where's the throne link? Where's the Patreon link? You're missing a few links.
information. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. What if I got rid of a bunch of the commands? Right?
No, keep that.
Oh,
You
that's
need-
true. I didn't put in Patreon. I should put in my Patreon, even though I rarely mention my Patreon.
Oh, okay.
And I don't really talk about it, right?
So therefore,
And
what? You want credit for that?
you know what I'm saying? I should probably put Patreon in there just in case someone's interested in checking it out and pledging to get like a private video or something, right? But
Yeah, definitely. I want that.
what should I do with this? Because here's the thing. Some people said, well, you should get rid of all your chat commands now because they're intrusive and they pop up and they fill your chat
Yes.
with Nightbot flooding.
Yes, definitely. Similar
I like
to
the
this.
fact of having all the information on one spot. I like that idea.
So why
But
don't you link it?
if I literally just have one command that says, hey, click here for all my info, people won't know what info they're even looking at. Like right now, with the way that the chat works, look, it says, pledging to my Patreon is a great way to support the channel. If you don't want live stream interaction, check it out here. Check out the dark side.
What you do is have a different command for each one, but they all give you the same thing. So if I do exclamation point PayPal, it still gives me the link to this thing. That's what you should do. But you know, that's he's never going to come to that conclusion. You know that.
Film merch shop here. Every sale supports the streams and content. You see what I'm saying? So because those commands are there and they're separate and they paste up like that, you know the different things that are available to support me or check out my content.
Oh,
If I just said, hey, just click here and check out all of Darkside Phil's socials and stuff. That's it.
That would be a dented
you
way
wouldn't
to
even
do
know
it.
what they are.
Okay.
Right? So I like the idea of using
Okay,
this
gotcha.
as a focal point where people can go to it.
Are
and
we really just going to add to it? Yeah, actually, I know a lot of people saying to remove those. I'll actually just add this one to the list of Nightbot commands. Thank you. I've taken all your feedback into consideration and decided I would just add another one.
use it to get to all of my stuff, but I don't necessarily think that this should replace the other stuff that I already have in place to show off the other stuff that I'm doing or
Big
to
ups,
showcase
Mechanic
the different
Drew.
things that I do, right? I still think the chat commands are very useful.
They are, they are. They definitely
But
are.
maybe I can make a card command as well.
His chat is as dead as I've ever seen it. Look at that chat, how slow it's going now. Just keep your eye on it.
All right. Now, another thing.
It's appalling.
Speaking of my X account, right? If you go to it, so it says 15 years of content. Here's
Watch
my
it.
merch store, and here's my 3 channels. See, I could change that and just say, here's the card. But then, like, for example, people wouldn't know that there's a merch store unless they go to card first and they click on the link.
So you're doing nothing
so
then.
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm debating, like, what to do in regards to this card and how
So what
to
are you
properly
doing then?
utilize it. I'm honestly not sure how to properly utilize it yet. I didn't include my Twitch because I don't have a Twitch. I haven't used Twitch in 3.5 years.
Oh, are you going to mention that you closed it?
Right? And I have no plans of ever going back to Twitch. So that's why I don't have a Twitch. I don't stream there. I don't have an active account.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Interesting. You closed it the day after we mentioned that Derek was one of your featured streams from that Twitch. But go ahead. Good idea. Yeah, good bait there, by the way. SOK
The X
account.
bio needs some editing. I can't. That's the character limit on X. You can't go higher than that in your bio. That's what I mean. Having those, excuse me, having those there. Someone said, can you add a tip link? Yes. What I could do.
yeah,
I have
definitely.
my tips page, and I could link my tips page here. But this is supposed to be more like, this is the places you can go to find stuff about Phil. It's not supposed to be like, oh, I want to send Phil money. But then if this is going to be the focal central point, right, then maybe I should have a tips link on here. See, this is why I wanted to show it to you guys. I knew just talking with you, we were going to brainstorm a bit. So maybe I should put up my Patreon.
I don't
maybe
think
I should
so,
put up
honestly. I don't.
a link to tip, to support, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, direct support.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I think I'll do that. So what I was going to say is what I was disappointed at. Do you see how they set it up? Like, I wish that you could make it wider and have all 6 next to each other.
Make your own
instead
website
of having
then.
5 and then 1 like that. It's not even, right? But here's the funny part.
Oh, okay,
if you
here's the funny
load this
part.
up on a mobile phone or any mobile device, it's completely even. So what it is, they actually set it up to work on phones pretty much exclusively. This is really not meant for desktop use.
Okay.
This is supposed to be like, oh, you bring it up on your phone and then it looks a certain way. That's exactly how this is supposed to be used. So
Okay. Well,
it's good though. Like I like
Look at the big brain on Phil here. It's basically Sherlock Holmes right here. Look at his powers of deduction coming in here. Look at this gentleman, titan of intelligence.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mess with it more. All right. What I need to figure out is how to spread the word about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I guess I can do a card command, but also, like, do I just link this on my Twitter? I don't know. I got to think about it. But,
yeah, give it some thought.
yeah, like, I think this is a great focal point. This is a central point off of which people can jump into everything at once. So
Yeah,
let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this
Should we spread the word about this on the schoolyard?
and how I can improve it. Right now, Patreon and tips are the two suggestions so far. I like that. Let me know what else I should put on there. Like,
How
I was
about
thinking, what do I
Jasper
have?
shit?
I don't use my Instagram. I haven't used it in like 5 years. I'm never going to again, so I don't need to put that on there. I don't use my Twitch anymore. I don't need to put that on there. You know. I guess I have to think about it.
Is he paying for the premium version of this, by the way? That would be funny. I know,
Increase
never.
the timer on Nightbot pop-up commands to
Never.
stop the amount of pop-ups in chat. I mean, that I could do right now. Like, I could literally go to Nightbot.
Yeah, best time to do that is
do
on
the
stream.
timers.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Joking on cum?
And I can change them all. For example, merch, I can make 30 minutes. And I can make Halloween.
Talk a lot of shit, 'cause I
Halloween,
fuck
I'll leave
with
every
the
15
drama.
minutes. Tip, I'll make every 20 minutes. Patreon, how about Patreon? I'll do.
Big
well, I
ups
already
to
have
SDH.
Patreon is once every 45 minutes. I'll make it once every hour.
Whoa. A gracious
Membership.
king.
I'll set
I'll
that
always-
to once every 35 minutes. Yeah,
Thank you so
I'll
much,
set that
gracious
to once
king.
every hour.
Thank you.
DSP React. I'll set that to once every 25 minutes.
I believe on Nightbot you can see how many times those have been clicked. I bet those are some truly frightening numbers if you looked at them. Like 5 clicks in 5 years. Like you could not do these, right?
And DSP Throwback. I'll also set that to once every 25 minutes. There you go. So now all the time on all my
That's
commands
good.
is staggered. So hopefully now they won't all
Auto bags, roll out.
auto post at once. That should actually help with chat spam because I changed the timing of all the commands.
You could not do them too, but okay. Yep.
There you
Let's
go.
just keep the spam going.
Where's the wish list for? You're right. The Throne account. You're absolutely right. The Throne account. So I should do the Throne account, the Patreon, and tips. Okay. Thank you
Yes.
for that.
Thank you
That's
for
three
that.
more things to put on there that I didn't think of. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
great.
And I'll think of, I'll try to keep thinking of more, and we'll talk more about this once I have, more
This is a
on it.
recurring
It's
topic.
more- once I have it fully functional, then maybe we'll do like a launch where I'll talk about it and I'll start putting links in the
This
chat
wasn't
for it
the
and stuff.
launch?
Okay, cool. All right. Folks, the first contribution of the day has come in. Keep in mind, there already was an attempt at a $25 tip that got frozen. I just received an anonymous $20.05 tip. $20.05. Thank you so much, whoever that is. No message attached to that one. But thank you for the $20.
There you go.
To get things started with tipping today. What am I doing? I'm being stupid. Here it is. What am I doing here?
When did this like few
first
cents?
tip-
When did this like few cents thing start? I feel like that's a King Arc thing. The cents being added on.
Is the top tip, and it's a significant one. Thank you so much. That's good.
It's
good
a
start,
significant
good
one.
momentum.
It's not like an insignificant ones that I always get.
If only the
Dollars.
$25 I could have counted, but it got frozen. All right, so we have our $20.05 tip to start. We've got nothing on the super chat side. Let's get a super chat in here. Someone, anyone, super chat something. Let's get something up on the leaderboard for super chats.
Positive reinforcement.
And by the way, we have no memberships today.
Oh.
Let's consider dropping some memberships on the community, or maybe becoming a member yourself if you're not. I do
got
see some great names in
successful.
chat that I'm sure would absolutely appreciate to have access to emotes and have a nice chat crown badge and not have to listen to those slow mode rules. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
This guy seems pretty successful.
folks. Let's
Any other topics today? I thought he was going to say it. So, what do you guys want to talk about? That's it from me.
get in to some news stories for today,
Oh,
shall
great.
we? So the first news story is quite interesting. It's one that I was not expecting, all right, especially with the timing. Ladies and gentlemen, a post was made a couple days ago. A shocking post.
Oh
All
my
right, I'm going
god.
to show it to you, and I'm going to read it to you now. I never would have expected this. Ready?
Yep.
To our fans around the world, it's hard to believe that it has been 10 years since we embarked on our journey with the release of Alien Isolation. That's right. How many people remember Alien Isolation?
Oh,
I did a full
wow.
playthrough of it right here on DSP Gaming. I loved
Changed
it.
my life.
There were parts that definitely frustrated me, where
Never
I felt like
forget
it was
that.
kind of cheap and
I named my first child Alien
you
Isolation.
couldn't defend
actually.
yourself against the alien,
Few
and the
don't-
alien
few
kept
know
popping
that.
out and becoming psychic and annoying
Uh-huh.
you. But for the most part, the atmosphere, the story,
Incredible.
the fact that there were other
Yep.
features and things
Fuck this.
didn't ran as well as it should have. Now it actually gained some traction over, which is nice.
Fuck this.
First attempt. Good luck.
We're just
We
reading
wanted
it
to express
now.
our deep gratitude. It was a dream prospect brought to life by a brilliant team. On the team, could make us nor delirium. Wait a minute. Hope, the creative director of Alien Isolation. Now hold on a second.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. What?
I thought
Is this a joke?
the industry is in a huge slump. I thought the games are just not selling.
Oh.
Why would a 10-year-old game, right, be getting a sequel now? I just don't understand. I listen to the top guys in gaming, and they're all telling me that gaming is on a downward trend and a downward spiral, and that's why stuff's not selling, man. So I'm sorry, I listen. When Phil Spencer, my bro, comes to me and
What are we
says
looking
gaming
at?
is on a downward trend, I listen and I believe him. So
What are we looking at? We are clearly looking at something right now. Look how long. Watch how long we're stuck in this corner demon. It's like a. Look, I think the corner demon's really starting to move right
now,
now.
I just don't understand.
Bottom left
I
is
listen
rare.
to the top guys in gaming.
I'll hit it
And they're
for this.
all telling me that gaming is on a downward trend and a downward spiral, and that's why stuff's not selling, man.
Look.
So I'm sorry, I listen. When Phil
He's looking
Spencer,
at. Oh yeah, he's looking at Jenna. He's trying. He got mesmerized by Jenna. It does
stuff's
happen.
not selling, man. So I'm sorry, I listen. When
He wants some of that.
Phil Spencer, my bro, comes to me and
Look
says
at that.
gaming is on a downward trend, I listen and I believe
He
it.
can't stop.
So I just don't understand what's
Give
going
her a
on right now.
break.
Why would they make this game? I'm very confused. Okay? Anyway, Alien Isolation was great. I loved it. The audience loved it. But like I said, mainstream critics panned it for some bizarre, inexplicable reason. Like there's really no legit reason.
Uh-huh.
They just didn't like horror games. So they shat all over this game. You know, they were looking for like Resident Evil or something, which it's not. It's one of the first-person survival games. You can't really fight the aliens. You have to avoid them.
Okay.
I'm very happy to hear that 10 years later, they're going to make a sequel. Like, I'm excited for that. That makes me, happy. I wish that they did it, 2-3 years after the first one made.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I enjoyed my time with Alien Isolation. I
Okay.
can't wait for them to make another one. And you can
Great segment. Thanks for
bet
that.
your butts I'll be playing the sequel right here on DSP.
Okay.
There you go.
And everyone's
Okay.
cheering. Yep. Okay. And any
Our
more
next
tips?
news story, folks. I'm going to apologize in advance for this one because I got
Why?
the news story up, but it's on one of those gaming websites that is so insanely inundated with ads, you can't get rid of them. Like, look at this.
Why don't
Get
you set
your
a pie
hands
hole?
on 'em.
Philip, why don't you set up a pie hole? PC builder.
Candy. Yes, I'm aware that candy is for sale during Halloween time. I didn't need your stupid ad to pop. Like, I really, like, this Frankenstein is going to
Philip.
sell me Reese's. I know
Philip.
Reese's exist. If I want them, I'm an adult. I can just go buy them.
What the
I don't need your
fuck?
ad to pop up and tell me about the grocery store. Look,
What
don't
do
need
you
to-
want ads of? Obscure shit only? Yeah, why they get these Coke ads during the Super Bowl? I know about Coke. I don't need fucking Coke. Huh? Everyone knows about Coca-Cola. I don't need this shit.
I know about whole
What?
milk. What the fuck is this? These ads are so stupid. Why would I ever? Oh man, I was really starving
Busy?
for some baby spinach. I'm so glad that when I went to read a news story about Halo, that I got whole milk and baby spinach ads. I'm definitely running out the door to buy organics right now.
Philip, it's saying, fight hunger, serve hope. Keeping kids fed after the school bell rings. Is this something we want to shit on?
If you want to talk about ineffective web advertising, this is the exact definition of ineffective web advertising. Intrusive ads that are popping up and not stopping, and they're just in your face, and because this, like, I'm going to be honest, I love Reese's. When I see that ad, I really don't want Reese's.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
This makes 0 sense. Yeah, when I see Reese's, it makes me not want Reese's.
I
Gotcha.
don't want Reese's at all.
Yes. Okay.
And if your excuse is, oh, well, that's Gamatsu. And Gamatsu needs those ads to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Well, then they should die. No, really.
What?
It's 2024. It's not 1997. If you're trying to make a living on the internet and you're relying on intrusive, ugly s'mores ads about the cookout dessert, your business model is flawed. All right? You need to find another business model to succeed.
Yeah, begging is where it's at. Gamatsu. Just start begging and also offer to eat burgers for your audience. But oh yeah, that's a joke. Sorry, that's a joke.
They should close if they rely
That's
on
us
these shitty
getting
ads.
felted.
Okay, just being real talk here.
Anyways,
now let's get to the subject at hand. 343 Industries becomes Halo Studios. Multiple Halo games in development on Unreal Engine 5. Okay, and you might say, well, what does that mean? So,
speaking of which, I did see the s'mores, and I was falling into the trap. S'mores are amazing, but they're too much work. So what you got to find is the things that are s'mores flavor. That's where it's at, right? The fake s'mores flavor, not real s'mores. You need the flavor s'mores, like s'mores Pop-Tarts. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm all in.
on Unreal Engine 5, okay? And you might say, well, what does that mean? So, for those who don't know,
s'mores cereal.
Halo used to be made
s'mores
by a
protein
company
powder.
called Bungie, all right? And it was their baby and their darling and their giant franchise that was very, very popular. And basically, after 3 games and a few spin-offs, Bungie decided they wanted to move on and do different content. So they said, we're going to sell off Halo.
A s'more is a graham cracker and marshmallow and chocolate. And usually you melt it a little bit on like a campfire. But that's not essential. That's kind of overrated, the burning part. Like, I'm oddly not a burning marshmallow kind of guy. I think all you're doing when you start burning marshmallows is asking yourself to get burned. Honestly. And if you don't have a quick enough trigger finger on that thing, then you got a charred fucking marshmallow. And who wants that? I don't. I do not want it. I want a nice, soft, fluffy, but with a little pushback. I don't want a pushover marshmallow. I want a little bite to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on.
And they did. They handed off Halo to Microsoft. And then Bungie said, we're going to make a new series called Destiny. And they proceeded to make Halo again. Because Destiny is literally Halo, just with some MMO overtones. But it's definitely Halo again. It's the same game. It really is. It's just the same game. But anyway.
All right, yeah, let's give it this. What am I doing here?
Buy it. Because they
had
to fool people into thinking that Master Chief was the villain when he's not.
Yeah,
it was pretty sad how they did that.
They fooled him. Yep, they fooled him.
He's changing.
3 minutes later.
Sorry. I can't read the article because I need to learn about 12-hour secret whole body deodorant spray and beard ship station.
Well, Philip, you might benefit from that actually. You don't.
Xbox game.
Is this what we're even pissed about today? Is
Studio
ads?
subsidiary 343 Real Engine even and the audience left, and they went on to play other games, and they're not really caring about
2
Halo
minutes
anymore.
later, we're still here.
For 25 years,
We're losing
we were
our skip
using
juice.
this proprietary and now very outdated development engine, and we were proud of it, and we touted it. And we always talked about how proud we were that we were using our own engine, but then we fucked up because with Halo Infinite, everyone wanted more content, but because we were using 25-year-old coding and shit.
Yeah.
We couldn't make content fast enough, and our game failed. So what we're going to do is we're going to rename our studio Halo Studios to pretend like none of that happened again. Because remember, 343 failed with Halo 4 and 5. So then they rebooted with Halo Infinite. Then they failed with Halo Infinite. So now they're rebooting again, and now they're actually name-changing their studio to pretend like none of that happened.
Don't care. 2 minutes later. We're still talking about the ads.
A negative Nancy.
See that some more?
All right. I liked Halo Infinite, and hold on, excuse me. I have to learn about Dell Store Prime.
Is your attention span really that bad? I mean, come on. First of all, you can't just get ad blocker plug-in, right? Or extension. But there are many ways to not see this. But okay, go ahead. Go ahead. It's a good thing to bitch about. Very relatable to the audience. Extremely relatable.
I've learned about Dell Storage Prime. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I don't want to be one of these people who's constantly talking negatively about things. I really don't want to do that.
That's his chat.
At the very same time, It's hard for me to have confidence in this studio.
His chat.
They failed with Halo 4. They failed with Halo 5, and they
His
failed
chat.
with Halo Infinite. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third
Fool me third time, strike 3, honestly.
time. Well, I guess we all got fooled. Fool me a fourth time, and you
Nailed
might as well
it.
put the dunce cap on that has the spinny propeller on top, and it's like the weird striped color that
Correct,
stands out
Logan.
as
Big
you sit in
ups.
the corner, and you go, because like I just don't believe that this studio is capable of. Right? They came.
Strike 4. The old classic saying, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, well, you fooled me again. Fool me 3 times, well, I guess you did fool me again. Strike 4. I guess put on the dunce cap.
They came close to greatness with Halo Infinite. Like they had a good game, and then they just flubbed it. Right?
Uh-huh.
It's like they had this priceless work of art, this rare
That old
flaw
famous saying.
from like ancient Greece or Rome, and it had unique. It had the history of a people, and they tripped and they botched and they dropped the vase and it exploded into a million pieces all over the ground. It'll never.
Vase. How do you say vase? I say vase. Are you a vase or a vase person? Or a vache person? That's if you're really kinky.
Be the same, right? So
Vase.
I don't have
Vase.
that confidence anymore. I don't. I hope they do good.
I carry vases while wearing my Vans.
Say I hope that they come back and that they can actually do well, but I just don't believe them. You know, they think that saying, okay, we're dropping the slipstream engine, which was our problem, our bottleneck,
We
and we're
won't get
renaming ourselves.
fooled again. And then like crashing sound. Vase.
To 343 Studios, like that's gonna fix the problems. I don't know. Now,
Yeah,
if they did
good
gut the
question.
upper management and it's all new people in there, maybe that'll fix it. All right, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just
There's also vase. Vase is also an option. So vase and vase like face, like base. Yeah, those are 2 options. Or vache, if you're really, really unhinged. Vaque. I think Nerd Brew says vaque. Scone or scone? I say scone. Is there
just
any other
bad
option?
management. So let's find out. I'm
This is
excited for
so
the future.
fucking bad. As you can see,
And when it comes-
the more boring it gets, the more random shit I start saying.
Yeah, Halo to
It's not
stay
intentional. It just
prominent in
happens.
gaming. Now,
Okay, done.
But man, I really hope.
Vase.
Halo Hope. Maybe that's what they'll call it.
A
Halo,
scone like
New
gone.
Hope.
Scone. I say
Right?
scone. Okay.
Starring young Spartan Walker trying to take out the Death Flood Star. Anyway, I hope it works. Really, I do. But I just don't have the confidence in it.
Speaking of
I'm
which,
sorry. Just being
tips.
honest. Okay. Shoutouts. We have some shoutouts to do before we get on to our next story.
Thank God.
Let's see here.
Let's see here. This seems to be a quick one.
I received a $1 tip
Nope, don't need that.
from
This
One
is
Sick Puppy. Can I get unbanned or
insignificant.
did YouTube put the kibosh on me again? I'm pretty sure that you were referencing Derek in chat, which is going to get you banned no matter what.
Shout outs,
So it
Derek.
sounds to me like you idiotically referenced Derek, which you're not supposed to be doing, and now you're banned. So if you want an unban, I don't think that I can unban you because I think it has scrolled off the screen at this point.
It's kind of a yes or no thing, right? So,
Oh, wait. Okay. You actually were. I was able to do that. Yeah, don't fucking reference Derek ever again. Thanks. Okay.
okay, but you're back. So good luck. Have fun.
I was-
So remember when he would go on fucking unhinged rants about asking to get unbanned when you in chat? This is not the right way to ask to get unbanned. Send me an email. I'll figure it out like everyone else. Now $1 get you unbanned on the stream live. Hell yeah.
Reference Derek ever again. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I received a $2 tip.
That's insignificant.
The Halo news has me really hopeful. They cleaned house at the top. It's now like a new company. Maybe some good stuff will come out of this. I guess we'll see. Again, it's like, it's very, very hard to be energetic or excited. When this
Energetic?
is their 4th try, their 4th chance. How many people can you say in life get 4 chances at doing the same thing?
DSP Gaming.
Right? Like in general, you try once, you fail. All right. You tried your hardest, you failed. It happens to everyone. Get back in there and try again. You run in full force. Boom! You fucking land right on your face. You break your nose. You big bloody mess. Shit. You go back. Coach, I tried again and I failed. all right, kid, listen, maybe you're not cut out for it. Maybe you should sit on the bench. No, coach, I want to go back in. Let me back in. But your face is a mess. You're bloody, son. No, let me do a good shot on a banana peel. You're like, oh, it's all right, coach.
Okay, nailed it. Yep,
A
couldn't
dollar
handle.
tip from Sagat. We consider doing a show called DSP Takes. You'll talk about and react to your best and worst takes. One of your best would be Mortal Kombat 1 falling off and being inferior to Street Fighter 6. A bad take would be saying Starfield would make people forget about Baldur's Gate 3. I think it would be really entertaining. But the problem is,
I have my narcissism is so strong, I can never reference bad takes I've had in my past.
with a show like that, the reason that people say that I have bad takes like that is because they literally don't listen. I never said what you just said. I never said
All right, man. Don't
Starfield
make me
will
bring
make
it up.
everyone forget about Baldur's Gate 3 at all. What I said
Okay.
was,
Okay, here we go. I'll
if
bring it up for you.
Starfield releases and it's good and it gets that Bethesda hype behind it, people will forget about Baldur's Gate 3. It will be overshadowed.
So you did say
because
that then.
a hype Bethesda game gets that kind of focus, right?
Okay,
It becomes
so you
the
said
center
that.
of attention,
Gotcha.
the hot topic everyone's talking about.
Okay.
So what happened?
Uh-huh.
Starfield released, it was fucking lame as shit. People were so bored with it within like 20 hours. No one wanted to keep playing it. People barely finished it. If they did, it
Yep.
flopped on its face. And what happened was it just put the spotlight back on Baldur's Gate 3 because you could see how superior that game was,
Okay.
right? But that's the problem. No one wants to actually listen to me. They want to spin my takes in a way that I did not say or represent. They want to misrepresent.
Do you want to have a list of bad takes you have that he could use? I'll start. Minecraft will fail when it goes to pay to play. I'll do another one. There is not 3D. The world is not 3D. I'll say one more. Incest is only bad because it's not meaningful enough. Should I keep going or let me stop there?
Take it out of context. That's the fucked up part. I'm not saying that my takes are all correct. It's completely false. I have
Yes.
had some takes that were wrong or bad.
Yes,
But
thank
the
you.
fact is, this is the worst take ever. You didn't fucking listen to what I said. You made something up to spin your own narrative to say, see, Phil has bad takes. So, no, I don't think that it would be worth it because the bad takes are just dumb to begin with. They're not things that I ever said.
Okay. So there is many options of things that you did say that were bad takes, though, but we could just, I guess, we don't want that anyway. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. I received a $10 super chat from Patrick. So our first super chat of the day. He says, hey, Phil, Silent Hill replay last night was dope. Halo looks like new paint on a
That's
video
fucking
card.
dope.
Pass for me. There you go. Yeah, I mean, again, I would need to see some impressive shit from Halo Studios in this Unreal Engine 5 before I give a crap. Right now, I really don't give a crap because I have no confidence or belief that they're going to do well. Being honest, I just don't think so.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, but I guess we'll find out, right? What's up, Game Boy? How are you today?
What's up,
I
Game Boy?
received a $15 tip. Let's see. Oh my God, this is great. Ready for this? Phil, I owe you an apology. Let me go ahead and play the animation.
This is definitely a real message. Let's see.
Here we go. So $15 tip. Let's add that to the total. We're now at $48 and climbing. Thank you guys for your early support today. By the way, we have more news to cover. We have more stories coming.
Oh, great.
How you like Frank and Phil? Phil, I owe you an apology because back when you did your hotel tour in 2016, I said that it was the most boring video I've ever seen. But then I saw Triple P and Andy watch 30 hours of Nerds to Go the other day, and I've been proven
What?
horribly wrong. Now I'm an older man. I've lacked the foresight to make such a claim. Now I have the hindsight, and I've learned the error of my ways. Yeah.
Oh, so this is making fun of you, by the way. I hope you realize that. That it took that long to find a worse video than what the hotel tour was. Like, you know, this is not a positive statement towards you, but I'm sure he's going to take it as such. Let's go.
The other day, the Kino Casino guys were watching this group called Nerds on the Go. And what it is this guy and his wife, and they go to like hotels and they do walkthroughs. But the weird thing about their hotel walkthroughs, the hotels are always empty. So essentially they only plan their trips for the off season. So you can't actually see anyone enjoying the hotel. It's like a ghost town. Every video they've ever made, it looks like a ghost town. Imagine going to like a busy Christmas market where there's supposed to be food and festivities and people shopping, and you go and it's completely empty. Wow, what an exciting video, right? But that's what they do. Like, they make these empty building videos. It's bizarre the way that they make their content.
Okay, so can we get back to the person that was making fun of you, how long it took to get a video that was worse than your hotel video?
I think that's fucking bizarre. They don't have a following. Like, their videos get a couple hundred views, and that's it. But they do really in-depth, like they'll go through the whole room, and they'll document everything. Like, they'll go like this. They'll say, and over here we have a door to the closet. And over here there's a Tesla lamp, and there's a poker chip, and there's a digital sign. Oh, look at that ghost lamp. And then look at the crown on the ghost lamp. And look at the Philomania sign. And here there's a wall. And there's soundproofing on the wall. It's like they're narrating for the blind. Like, that's what it sounds like. It's like they're not even, like, saying anything in their commentary. They're just stating sounds like. It's like, they're
look at this.
Anything in their commentary. They're just stating observational facts about the room.
Okay.
And they're thinking that this is like meaningful content. It's very,
you know the guy knows about the show already,
very
right?
confusing, actually.
Okay.
Like what they're going for.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, so this guy's bringing up the fact, well, I used to do stuff like that. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that when I was
He's making fun of you that it took him that long to find a video that was worse than the video he commented on then.
popular. And when I made those videos, they would get thousands and thousands of views.
Okay, so it's all about money then.
People would actually like to hear me talk about places I was going, comment on the rooms I was staying, or the event I was at. Like, people had interest. These people literally travel and make these travel vlogs, and there's no interest in them. Like, they don't get views on them. So it's very bizarre that they keep doing it. Because it's like they do it, it's like their thing. Now, maybe it's just a cutesy hobby
for fun,
between a husband and a wife on YouTube. And you know what? If that's all it is, then that's fine, I get. You know, but they were watching. It was definitely entertaining to watch because you're like, oh my goodness, what is going on here?
Yeah, you were definitely about 8 shots deep, having trouble spelling things in the chat. Yeah, I remember that.
It's this internet culture of like, well, I can make a video, so I guess I should.
Yeah.
But maybe not. And also, it's bizarre because you can't figure out, like...
You'd prefer not to have freedom of YouTube, then? You'd prefer there's some kind of application process?
Why they travel so much?
Okay.
Like for example, one of the hotels they stayed at, it's completely empty, and you're trying to figure out why is this hotel able to stay in business? And when you look it up, it's the Dollywood Hotel. So for those who don't know, Dolly Parton has this like theme park called Dollywood.
Oh,
but
man,
it's only
we
open
reached a bad
during
one.
certain parts of the year. So for like...
You got the terrible case of the bad Tuesdays, huh? I'll hit it. We need something to do.
like a third of the year, this hotel is completely booked and makes super profits. And the other 2/3 of the year, it's a ghost town and no one goes there. So it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Is there a point to
but
this?
But the funny part is, I don't even know if they said that in the video.
Oh, here's the funny part.
Anyway, thank you for the tip. I appreciate that very much.
Okay.
Okay. I received a $1.25 tip. It's a troll.
Oh,
it's a complete troll, so I'm just going to ignore this troll. What a moron.
You going to talk about it? Or? Oh, no. I'm guessing, obviously, always tipping Philip is the wrong way to go, but I'd probably about review tech, you'd have to think, right?
I'm just going to ignore this troll. What a moron.
What was that, Philip?
Okay. What a dunce.
Okay. That means it affected you. That was probably snood, by the way.
All right. I think we're good. I think we've covered everything for now. Shoutouts wise. I know that was a big break. Let's get back to stories that I want to cover here. All right. So there was a big announcement this morning. I don't know if you guys have heard it yet. Not really for a wide audience, but it's interesting. Rockstar Games announced this morning that Red Dead Redemption will be released on PC October 29th with a host of PC-specific features, including a native 4K resolution, ultra-wide and super ultra-wide monitor support, and much more. Available on PC. Good stuff, right?
Fast forwarding.
Cool.
We'll see if we have time, Catfish.
All right. And it'll probably be like $100 too. Now, I bet you it's full price. How much do you want to bet it's full price, right? So, yeah, I guarantee you it's it's probably gonna be like $60, right?
60 bucks
For sure.
Yep.
It'll be 60. I mean, it's nice it's gonna get the DLCs too, but I almost guarantee you it's gonna be $60. Also, I guess someone's asking in chat, will it have Red Dead Online? Good question. I don't know. You would think it would have the online because that was part of the core game, right? It was Red Dead Online. So I guess we'll see. All right, folks. I have one more story for you this morning.
God.
And this one has nothing to do with video games.
394.
However, this one is definitely pertinent for this time of year in the season.
Pertinent?
Nothing to do with video games. However, this one is definitely pertinent for this time of year
It is pertinent. Often some things are pertinent for this time of year.
in the season. So how many of you know about
Pertinent.
Spirit Halloween? If you know about Spirit Halloween, raise your hand right now. Okay? You guys fall for that every time. I can't see a store that, at least in the United States, because I don't know if they're outside of the United States, but in the United States, it's a store that is a pop-up store. Every season around September, October.
Where are we possibly going with this? We got like decorations for the house or something? Like what the fuck can we go from here?
They look for locations that are like empty or abandoned or like a store that went out of business. And they'll lease that store for about a month and a half. Usually it's like mid-September and it usually runs all through October and then they close in early November.
Yeah, Spirit
and it's
Halloween,
just a Halloween
gotcha.
themed store. They'll through October and then they close in early November. And it's just a Halloween themed store.
Are we drunk? It's a Halloween style store. Halloween. Halloween. You heard it right? Halloween. Halloween.
Through October and then they close in early November. And it's just a Halloween themed store.
Halloween.
They'll have
Hell yeah.
stuff like this. In fact, I would be willing to tell you
Halloween.
I probably bought some of this stuff at
From
Spirit Halloween.
At Halloween?
I bet I did. I bet at least a couple of these things
Holy
I
shit.
purchased at a Spirit Halloween.
No. Get right out of town. Well, slap my face and suck me off. You gotta be joking. Are you serious about that? Oh my god, you bought that at Spirit Halloween? Well, wipe my ass and call me Dave. Hell yeah. You bought that at Spirit Halloween. You serious?
They'll have all kinds of decor, a Halloween tree or a ghost or
No.
a plant monster or a cute
Whoa.
black cat kitty or Bone Meal the Skeleton
No.
or the Nevermore Crow. That's the kind of stuff they sell there. Okay?
Oh, okay. I know.
So,
That's where you get Halloween shit if you want that kind of cheap as shit stuff.
I have a big announcement. This year, in select locations, Spirit Halloween will not close. Absolutely not. They're going to keep that spirit going. It's now going to be rebranded Spirit Christmas. And it will remain open throughout the Christmas holiday season.
No.
So first it's Spirit Halloween and then it's Spirit Christmas. All right? So that's kind of neat. And it says they will have Christmas decor, apparel, gifts for buffers, and you can even meet and greet with the real Santa Claus. The real one, not the
We are hurting for content today. Like, we did not want to talk about Rich DMs, so we just went for this, and we are all worse for it.
one that goes to the mall, not the one that goes to, like, Walmart. It's not
I don't
you
have
guys.
time
I
for
like
this.
this news.
Yep.
Hopefully, maybe I'll check it out. My wife and I love Christmas. And the thing is, where I grew up in Connecticut, okay, there was actually a store called the Christmas Tree Shop. And when you went in there, and by the way, it was year round that the Christmas tree shops were open. And you would go in there and they would not only have like Christmas trees and Christmas decorations, but they would have all kinds of stuff, home decor, knickknacks, some arts and crafts stuff. It was a really nice one. So that
I do not care.
generic stores. Like there's Joann or Hobby Lobby, or you can go to like Target, and Target will have a Christmas department, but there's not like a store just for that. So Spirit Christmas is going to be that. But I'm sorry to say, my friends, if you're excited like me, you've probably just gotten your hopes up for absolutely no good reason. Because I wanted to read further into this story. Look, 200,000 likes on this post in the 17 hours since it was made by Popbase. So obviously people are pumped. They're excited for this, right? You find out they're only planning on doing this at 10 stores.
What?
What? Why only 10? And why all on the East Coast? Look, Waterford, Connecticut. I know Waterford, Connecticut. You want to know who lives there? A bunch of
A bunch of what? Let's play Dented. What's that game where you got Mad Libs? Let's play Dented Mad Libs. A bunch of what? Put your guesses in chat now. A bunch of, I would say rich people. I'm going to go with rich people. That's my guess. Jesus. That sounds racist. I don't know if it is. A bunch of schnooks. A bunch of NY. So he's not going to say urbans, and he can't say anything about urbans. I'm guessing it's going to say rich people. Rich old white people. Now, that's a specific guess. No, he's not going to say that either. Old people? Oh, he could. Old people would work. All right, here we go. I am pushing play. He's going to say a bunch of hipsters. That's a good guess, too. Falco. I like that one. I wish I could change. All right, I'm going to stick, though, with rich people. My original guess, rich people. Here we go. Coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look, Waterford, Connecticut. I know Waterford, Connecticut. You want to know who lives there? A bunch of bums.
Bums. Did anyone have bums? Did anyone have bums on the big... Oh, Dr. Corkand! Well, you might have heard it, Doctor. Is that a legitimate guess, or were you cheating? If you were cheating, that is severe punishment.
Spirit Christmas? They don't have any Christmas spirit. You know what they do in Waterford, Connecticut? They walk around the streets going, humbug! Humbug! Ridiculous. Why would they get it?
They beg for money then, like someone else we know.
Right? Massachusetts, a lot of New Jersey,
yeah,
New York,
big us Mr. Extravagant.
Erie, Pennsylvania. Erie, Pennsylvania?
What's wrong with
You
that?
know who lives in Erie, Pennsylvania? Cows.
Oh, fuck. I was going to pause it again, but he said it too fast.
Cows. A bunch of fucking cows. They don't need Spirit Christmas. They need hay to chew. Why don't you have Spirit of Hay?
Shoutouts to?
They don't need Spirit Christmas. They need hay to
Shoutouts to producer.
chew. Why don't you have Spirit of Hay? This is ridiculous.
This is one of the least funny things I've ever heard in my life. This is one of the worst. I mean, I think we all agree with that. This is one of the most unfunny pre-streams ever in any fashion. Usually, I mean, he's never funny, but there's some kind of redeeming quality when he says unhinged shit. Like, we're not even getting that.
I wanted this here. I wanted this nationwide Spirit Christmas.
Okay.
I would have been pumped. I would have been in there buying shit. I would have been excited. Why is it only in these places? This is absolutely unacceptable. I, the king, hereby decree on this 8th of October, 2024, that Spirit Halloween must become Spirit Christmas at all locations nationwide, or else you will incur the wrath of the king. If I do not see Spirit Christmas in my local neighborhood in November, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh, man. This is tough. This is something.
And this guy, this woman, excuse me, gets points. She goes, why didn't they just call it Christmas Spirit instead? Yeah, they're right. They should have called it Christmas Spirit. But you know what? How much you want to bet? Christmas Spirit is probably trademarked by some idiot, right?
So you get the point then. How come you're not following Andy Worski, by the way? Philip is officially not following Andy Worski.
Some dunce probably had a store at one point and called it Christmas Spirit. So they probably have a trademark for it. So they're probably like, we already call it Spirit Halloween. We'll just call it Spirit Christmas, and we'll cover our butts, right? So there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure they did look into that. Yes,
So-
correct. Go. Yep.
I hope that if this idea works, that they will expand it. Because I'm not going to Erie. I'm not going to try to, like, get through the crowd of cows. And I'm
Was it really worth going back to that joke again?
definitely not dealing with the bums at Crystal Mall in Waterford, Connecticut. All right? So, all right. So, get your Christmas spirit ready to go to Spirit Christmas if you live in one of those 10 towns. And outside of that, I guess we all have to wait and hope for the best and hope that it does well so that we can have Spirit Christmas next year.
Very meaningful. That was a very meaningful.
All right, folks. So
That's it from me.
I've officially covered all the topics I wanted to cover today. Let's see how we're doing. First of all, we have almost 400 viewers. I don't know what happened. We should have had 400. Maybe a few people are upset with me because I've felted Spirit Halloween. I'm sorry for that, okay? Please come back. We have almost 400 viewers, 83 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes right now. Let's smash the like button. Let's get it up.
Holy shit. Check this out. in other news, guys, we might have something huge. This might be something huge.
This is not an illusion. I'm Jonathan Frakes, and things are about to get mysterious again.
Yes! Is it back? More questions? Yes! Is it fake or real? This seems like it could be fake.
Or false.
Superstitious surgeon.
Or did our writers blur your senses?
What a story.
Show is better than ever.
All right, well, that'd be pretty hype. Big ups. All right, we got some more questions. Hell yeah. That's hype. Big ups to Shiny T for sending that to me. Big ups. To Indrid, actually. Sent to Indrid, then Indrid sent it to me, so it's kind of a chain reaction here.
Beyond belief.
How does he close it, this legend?
There are things out there that remain beyond belief.
Hell yeah! Look at him. He knows how to close out an ad right there.
To 100. That's going to help.
There are things out there that are beyond belief. We need some new questions, though. We need to get our questions back.
Stream immensely. It's going to get more people to watch me play Silent Hill 2. Let's hit 100 likes right now. We have one super chat and no memberships. What is going on? This is absolutely unacceptable in the King's Court. We need to have some more super chats and memberships. Let's get some super chats and memberships right now to support the stream and keep that goal going.
I will take credit for that, actually. I think it was because of WPIG that show's coming back, actually. 100%. Absolutely. You're welcome, Sir Franks.
Let's get the streak alive. All right? We have actually not bad amount of tips at all. I'm not going to complain. We have a good amount of tips for the show. Thank you to those who did tip. And again, apologies to the person who did try to tip $25 and it got held up by PayPal.
Jesus, how many times we do it hit?
That sucks.
We're sucking him off.
So, yeah, I'm excited for the streak to continue. I want it to continue. I want to do this Krabby Patty. DSP tries it this weekend. So let's keep
This is a joke, though, right? Where's the punchline? I'm missing the punchline of the joke.
The momentum going.
Okay.
Let's get some super chats, some memberships, some tips. Let's get it rolling. And in the meantime, we actually have some extra time. So whatever chips, some tips. Let's get it rolling. And in the meantime, we actually
look at the point.
Get some super chats, some memberships, some tips. Let's get it rolling.
Look at this. Oh, this guy comes to the party. What's up?
I'm going. Let's get some super chats, some memberships, some tips. Let's get it rolling. And in the meantime, we actually have some extra time. So whatever you guys want to talk about,
rolling.
Q&A in chat. Tag me in chat at dspgaming. All right? Good stuff. Okay.
Thanks for the clap. Just in case you don't know, there's only one Frakes question left on the board. We might have some new people here that might not have seen the board. I'll show it. I'll do anything to get out of while listening. The Frakes questions. Only one we're listing right now is, do you love to go a-wandering beneath the clear blue sky? That is somewhat of a holy grail for us here. And also, have you noticed how successful restaurants, how many successful restaurants are theme-based these days? Those are pretty tough, right? Those are max level tough. So, also, are you careful with your personal records? I think he did answer that in some sort of way. But yeah, we're listening for the tough ones. I mean, these are S+ difficulty. Do you love to go wander beneath the clear blue sky? And have you noticed how many successful restaurants are theme-based these days? That's very tough. He has answered all the rest, though. Big up to everybody that made that happen. That was a very funny meme. All right, get out of here, Franks. You're a legend, though. We'll get back on it with your new show.
The Red King says, I didn't know you were so festive. I love Christmas, dude. Christmas is by far my favorite holiday. I love everything about it. I love the weather, that it's cooler and you can even get some snow.
It's
I
tough.
love the music. I love the holiday specials that I grew up watching and the holiday movies. I love the food. You can have amazing Christmas meal.
What's the right tip was he didn't answer it, though. He just got pissed at it, right? So it's more successful when he does answer it.
Love
but yeah.
Christmas decorations. I really like Christmas. Like unless
I'm incorrect there, I believe he just made fun of that question. But
dude, I really am. That's why I do a Christmas marathon where I dress up in Christmas sweaters all day and stuff.
It's not about the money at all, right?
Man, I'm feeling really thirsty again for some reason. Yes, I'm Pod Pearl. Carlos says, to be fair, they could literally release Halo Infinite with the Forge and players would have created the content. You're right. And remember, they canceled it, right? They canceled it. That's what everyone wanted from the get-go, and they canceled the goddamn thing, right? Darth Fig says, I've been watching your old Silent Hill 2 playthrough, and it's crazy how short the city section is compared to the remake. I'm 8 hours in and barely halfway through the game. Super good. I need to bring this up. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, there are.
The next playthrough
I added
that
one.
will be remastered for DSP Throwback will be my original Silent Hill 2 playthrough from 2012. It was my first.
Yeah, that counts. If they're tough enough, they count, right? Mbop Gangster. If it's super tough and you have to ask it a different way, yeah, that definitely counts. I mean, it's tough to ask the exact same fucking way.
First exposure ever to the series. I had never played Silent Hill 2 before that, or Silent Hill at all before that. I didn't even know what the series was about. You guys convinced with Vice City. Later on this week into next week, it's going to begin. I actually have to get the files for my editors tonight and start uploading them so that they could get to work on that.
Less work for you? Okay.
Good news for those of you who are in a Silent Hill vibe. You're going to get the original playthrough now remastered, better visuals, better frame rate, better audio, proper playlist,
worse
properly
visuals,
long videos over on DSP Throwback starting later this week.
Properly long videos.
Okay. Elixification says, do you feel like Christmas movies are better than Halloween movies? I mean, here's the thing. Halloween movies, do they really exist? Because you could just argue that any horror movie is a Halloween movie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there are movies called Halloween. There's movies that have Halloween themes to them as well. Like, for example, what do you call it?
As long as you know.
Trick or Treat? Was it Trick or Treat? Right? There's a few like Halloween anthology movies that have come out. And,
Donnie Darko.
You know, good stuff. I'm excited
Halloween
for Halloween movies and stuff around this time of year. But I don't necessarily know that there's that many that are 100% Halloween themed.
Who gives a shit?
Christmas is like, there's a million Christmas movies, right? I got it. Yeah, dude, Christmas, I'm sorry. Christmas is the holiday for me. It always has been, too. King Michael says you can have warm beverages like hot chocolate during the holidays. Are you saying, King Michael, warm coffee for the I love the game, but I can't play it. I'm just not allowed to. I've been told by the internet, Phil, you're not allowed to play Metaphor. How dare you even suggest it?
No, if it wasn't about money, you could definitely play the game. You can play whatever you want. You're a very successful businessman. But since you don't get enough tips, you don't play it. So it doesn't seem like you can play whatever you want then, does it?
So I got to listen. I don't want to get bullied.
Gotcha. Okay.
Darth Fig says, with how popular Heavy Rain was, and since it's the Halloween season after Silent Hill 1, would you react to your Until Dawn playthrough? Maybe, or very early 15 content thing, but maybe we would go back and do it. Almost 2 years later after the release of Halo Infinite, but no one ever came back. Yeah, that'll be and then people won't. I started playing, and people, you know, A Christmas Story, a million versions of A Christmas Carol, but the Muppet Christmas Carol is really good.
Oh my god.
It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 40 on
This is the segment where we just name as many of the thing in question as we can. So now we're just naming Christmas movies. It doesn't matter if we like them or not. We just start naming them. Okay?
Miracle on 42nd Street?
Yep.
No, Miracle on 34th Street. Why did I say 42nd Street?
1651 Street.
Yep. Of course, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Air Bud. Fast and Furious.
Christmas Vacation. Jingle All the Way. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
What's that?
Ernest Saves Christmas. There you go. I keep going. Of course, The Grinch. That's not really a movie, but The Grinch, sure. The Grinch special, you know.
There's a movie.
It's Christmas Charlie Brown.
You know they made a movie out of that, right?
There's so many Christmas specials.
Con Air,
Claymation
Lord
Christmas.
of the Rings. Claymation Christmas.
Claymation Christmas special. Right? There you go.
Up. Wild Robot. Toy Story. Toy Story 2. Not 3, though. That doesn't count.
Classic Halo is my favorite.
Titanic.
Halo 3, because I didn't play the first two.
Oh, my God. Why so much Halo talk?
Hardcore for like 2 straight months. Every day when I got home from work, I would play it for like hours. Oh.
Look how excited this podcast was today. Star Trek 2.
All right. What else you guys want to talk about today? Are we at 100 likes yet, by the way? 94. Wait a minute. 94 likes? Like, one super chat and no memberships today? What's going on? That's absolutely unacceptable. Nick says, how messed up and dark the characters and backstories are. Would you say Silent Hill 2 is one of the more messed up games you got to play? Its story is crazy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh.
But, like, I really liked the 2 trilogy. I thought that Revelations wasn't as good as the other 2, but I liked how they evolved and got better in each game and added new elements and made the parkour easier and added the recruitment. You have your own little, like, clan of assassins and stuff. It was really neat in that regard. So... Santa Claus movies are pretty good. The original Santa Claus.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Got to get that ready for on the button.
The original is good. I've seen the first 3. I did not see the 4th one that came out or whatever it was. I don't know if it was a show or a movie, but I did like the first movie a lot. Odyssey? No, Odyssey is my favorite of the more modern Assassin's Creed games. If you were to ask me out of Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, which is the best, I would definitely say Odyssey.
Valhalla, deliver us. Have you ever forgotten me? Valhalla. All right. By the way, just because I'm so bored, yesterday's podcast Preestream was copyright blocked because of that fucking German video, by the way. That fucking German video is what blocked it worldwide. So I'm waiting for YouTube to edit it, but if it doesn't go through by tonight, I already edited it, so I'll just upload it tonight. So it'll be up there tomorrow. I mean, tonight. At the very least. That fucking German fucking training video.
Have I ever had pumpkin soup? No. I've never had a pumpkin soup. I know what pumpkin tastes like, so I probably can assume what pumpkin soup tastes like, and it'd probably be good.
There you
but
go.
I've never actually had a pumpkin soup myself.
Okay, yes. Pumpkin soup. Woo, mama. DSP Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Very successful, and we are felted and coping and seething. He is not paused.
I just saw Christmas with the Cranks last year. Remember? Last year I was looking for different movies to watch and review.
Yeah,
Because I was
definitely.
trying to do some variety of content.
Great
I saw Christmas
question.
with the Cranks for the first time. It was an okay movie. It wasn't great.
Lost their
and
way?
It wasn't bad.
Mixed bag?
I felt like it kind of was building to a crescendo that doesn't really happen at the end.
That's what you were doing on May 1st.
But I thought it was fine. It's not like a lot of people say Christmas with the Cranks is like a classic. That's like a one and done movie for me. Like I wouldn't want to watch that again and again. Just the one time was good enough.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else have any good comments?
Am I gonna play Dragonborn Veilguard? Well, that doesn't exist. If you mean Dragon Age Veilguard, it's a maybe. I'm definitely not gonna play it on Halloween. It comes out on Halloween, which is just plain bizarre. Like on Halloween, you want to play horror games, right?
No, most
We're
people
doing a
don't
Halloween marathon, by the way.
Most people don't live their life on a kindergarten schedule. But yes, go ahead. Keep going, Philip.
Which,
You
by
got
the
it.
way,
You're felting us. Keep
Probably
felting
in the
us.
next couple shows, what I will do is we will go and look at all the games you guys have submitted for the Halloween marathon.
Fuck me, my bad. We were only ahead
Mark,
by
I love it.
We were only behind by like 3 minutes anyway, so my bad. Come on, get to the Halloween
1%
talk.
Or skim. What's the least fat content?
There we are. Push back on accident.
And then what's 2%, 1%, or skim? What's the least fat content?
Whole.
I'm
You want whole
confused.
milk. Get whole. You definitely want whole milk.
Very
That's
confused.
the least fat. Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever had whole milk. I don't think I've actually ever tasted whole milk is considered 3.25%. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Patrick. Hello? 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 What the fuck is this?
Did I ever watch the Terrifier films? No, because I've heard they're just like disgusting, over-the-top slasher gore films. There's nothing really scary about them besides that, and I don't find that entertaining, so I don't care about them.
I thought you wanted Halloween-style stuff on Halloween. Seems pretty Halloween, right? Halloween.
What do I think of the pink tax, where products that are advertised towards men are the same as men's products? They're more expensive because of the packaging. No, wait, I read that wrong. Products that are advertised towards women are the same as men's products, but they're more expensive because of the packaging.
A great question. I always wanted DSP's take on this issue. Go ahead, DSP.
You want to know what's really annoying? Is like,
yeah, what is it?
For
Yeah,
example,
go ahead. Yeah, please.
Belts.
Please.
Did you ever try to find a belt, but you wanted a good belt? So you have to find a belt that's like in the men's department. Like, good luck finding a belt that works. That's a women's department. Like, they won't even sell. The belts are like this stupid cutesy shit. That's like.
Hold on a second. You're saying you want a belt in the men's department, but you can't find a belt that works?
Like in the men's department. Like, good luck finding a belt that works. That's a women's department. Like, they won't even sell. The belts are like this stupid cutesy shit. That's like junk that doesn't even do anything, and it like, you know, they're garbage. That's true. And then the same thing, like the flip side. You ever want to get?
Hold on. He didn't say it correctly, but he's saying the women's belts suck. Is what he's saying here, right? He just changed total modes of what he was talking about. He was talking about you ever went to get a good belt, a men's belt, and then he said, then you go to the women's section and they don't work. So Kat's belt doesn't work then? Is that what we're saying?
Something soft? Well, you can't get it for men. Men don't deserve soft things. For a man to buy a piece of clothing, it's got to be like made of burlap or like, you know, like fucking sandpaper. Because men can't wear anything comfy, and women can't have anything that has any kind of like use.
This is very fun.
Right?
Okay.
And they sell everything at a premium for each gender, dependent on the kind of product. You're right. So anything that has to do with like skincare or, you know, like you said, shaving.
Oh,
and shit
Jericho,
like that.
thin
For
ice.
some reason, for the women, it's like a monstrous
Big ups,
premium
Jericho.
price to buy it. But for the men, you could get like shitty shave club, you know. Like I said, there's things that, you know, men would like and can't get
like
because
what?
they're more themed towards women, which I never
Any example of that, Philip?
understood. It's so it's
What are you trying to buy?
kind of both sides of the same coin, right? Like these weird gendered products, and then they sell them for more because it's for one gender and branded it for one gender when it's really the same thing, right?
What are you trying to buy exactly? I think that's what happens when you try to answer a question. You just have no idea what the question is about. So you just talk and hope you figure out an answer along the way.
I've definitely seen that.
All
Skim
right.
milk is fat-free. So skim milk is 0%. Then you got your 1% milk fat, the 2% milk fat, and then whole milk, which is 3.25% milk fat. That's what you guys are saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think I've ever had whole milk. So I don't know if I would like whole milk or
Splody
not.
Jones, no.
Then again, I don't even know if I've ever had skim milk. Now that I'm thinking about
God,
it,
dude,
I think
we
I've
are-
always had like a 1 or 2% milk.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, what milk have you had? That's the question we're answering now. Whole milk? I don't know. 1%? I don't even know. Skim? I don't know. What the fuck?
Anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about today? Tag me in the chat, and if any other contributions come in, but it seems like for some reason they've stagnated.
Yeah.
Oh, we hit 100 likes. We actually had our final topics in here before we jump back into Silent Hill 2 for the rest of the day. Okay. I have had coconut milk because I used to make things with coconut milk and coconut puree back when I worked at that health food store when I was a teenager.
So what, you sneaked a few drinks from the customers?
The horror movie The Blob, I've seen both versions of The Blob, and they're both good. The original version of The Blob is way more campy and more like a comedy hybrid. The 1988 Blob is actually a hardcore horror movie with gore and everything. They're both good, though.
Both blobs are good. I agree. Both blob. I've never seen either blob, to be honest, but...
Red King, we had an entire segment of this show about that topic. We're not going to go back and talk about 343 Industries. Just rewind.
We're on the
if you wanna hear
stream,
the topic.
not here to conversate.
I love Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. I used to watch those movies all the time. I referenced them in my content back in the day. Great movie.
Definitely. Have you ever punched a milk? What percent milk have you punched, Logan?
Did I ever play the game Alyssa? Never heard of it. I don't think so.
Never heard of it, dude. Not rewinding the stream. Do
How's it
not
going,
care.
Mark? Welcome. Good morning to Mark, who's in Australia, a day ahead of us. No, I've never been rock climbing or doing anything of that level.
Physical at all. Anything physical of any nature.
Adventure or anything like that. No. Absolutely not. You forget that I was a competitive Street Fighter player. That was kind of my pastime for like over a decade when I was younger.
Yeah, so you know, every Street Fighter player, as you know, has to be sedentary, and they can't do anything outside ever. Just, it's very clear. Yes,
Travel
go
and
ahead.
played Street Fighter.
Yeah, definitely.
Hoy. I guess it's time to end the show. It seems like
That
people
was
don't
meaningful.
have any topics to talk about today.
That was
So
meaningful.
I guess we'll wrap it up and we'll get ready for a fun day of Silent Hill 2. I know I'm ready for a day of Silent Hill 2. I hope you guys are. If you remember, we're currently doing the clock puzzle, and I think after the clock puzzle, we're probably near the end of the apartment building because we've been in the apartment building for quite some time.
My
So I would
sister's
think
face is beautiful.
that we're getting close to the end of it and on to the next area of the game, which I don't remember what it is. So I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah. Could have been whole milk. Could have been skim milk. It could be a man. I mean, there's no way of knowing what kind of milk I've had, honestly. Yeah, I will. Not Penguins, though. They're playing like Thursday, I think.
All right. Before we adjourn the podcast,
There's
let's
just no way of
hit
knowing.
$50 in the King's coffers. Let's get one more
Wow,
super chat, one more
demanding.
quick tip. Let's at least end it at around 50, so that way we have 100 to get during the Silent Hill 2 stream. We're not leaving it to be some giant task or huge accomplishment, no uphill climb. Right?
It is, definitely.
Do it. Let's get one more quick contribution, and then we'll start. Sound good?
Oh, man. This is it. This is the year. This is
Yes,
it.
the clog puzzle, exactly. The clog
We are
puzzle.
successful.
The puzzle is you really have to shit badly, but there's no toilets in sight, and all the buckets have been destroyed too. We have
Okay, do not care. And we are just waiting now. Okay. This takes as long as it takes, assholes. Hurry it up. We're not going anywhere until I see it start rolling in, all right?
the only country I've been outside the USA is Canada. And I went there for work once when I worked at this
We want to meet Derek.
helicopter company,
Uh-huh.
Newfoundland, Canada. I was there for about a week.
Oh, Newfoundland. Did you meet Snood?
With a consignment inventory system that we had on site that they had completely botched it up. They weren't counting it properly. And so the inventory was completely wrong.
Oh,
So I
that's
had
some
to go there
new
to try to
lore.
fix it.
Newfoundland. That's where Snood gave him a personal tip. His actual tip, actually.
I do recommend this remake so far, Mark. I love it. Patrick with the $5 super chat says, let's start the stream. Thank you so much, Patrick, for that.
Big ups, Patrick.
And
See, ask and you shall receive. Beg dense, and dense will respond.
with another £5 super chat from Disalutza, who says, did you or Kat have any paranormal or weird experiences? No.
That dude was spamming that
Yeah.
in chat, by the way. And then he finally said, all right, fuck it, I'll just give money.
No. And it's not that I don't believe in the possibility of the paranormal. It's just that when you've never had an experience, it kind of makes it hard to believe or care. But I'm open to believing if I ever did have a paranormal experience. I'm not going to say, oh, there's no way it could possibly be real, right?
Right.
But no, I never had anything like that. In my life, the only time that I ever had something that I felt was spooky was when I was a kid. All right, I was asleep in my bedroom, and I used to leave the hallway door used to stay open
Yes,
at night.
easy.
That way, if I needed, I was young, so if I needed something from my parents, I could call out to them, and they could hear me because the door was open. So there was this one night that in the hallway,
Oh, God.
right out of nowhere, I swear to God, I saw the complete body silhouette of my uncle cast as a shadow against the wall in the hallway. And he was like walking through with his, and I was like, what? And it freaked me out because I was like, why would I be seeing the silhouette of my uncle in the hallway? So I called my parents, and of course they looked all around. There was nothing whatsoever in the house, but it made no sense. My uncle was fine. It wasn't like, and it was a supernatural tie-in because there was a freak accident. And he had passed away, and it was his ghost. No, there was nothing like that at all. It was probably just me having like a dream. But that was it. Now, I never had any kind of a paranatural. I never had a paranormal or supernatural experience.
I did it again. Bring the towel. Philip, you're 13. I know. Just bring the towel. Oh, Quarter Demon, right on time. Big up, Ikiro. Thank you, Ikiro. Let's start the stream.
I received a $2 tip.
He was trying to get to 50. See that? Again, 3 people answered the call.
A bunch of CAPTCHAs just to send $2. Oh, you mean PayPal? Yeah, PayPal can be a pain in the ass. If you especially if you mess up your login, and then you got to prove that you're real because you're not some bot trying to log in, and then they give you the fucking crazy amount of captchas. I know. Oh, I know.
Oh,
the
trust
best
me,
is when
I
it's
know.
like cars, right? But then it's like a street, and there's a car, and there's a bus, and there's a van. So what the fuck is a car? You mean just the car? Or do you actually mean the van? Right?
Those captcha, captcha's a big struggle for Philip. You hear that? it's. We could do this is how you don't captcha if we recorded it sometime.
Right? Or it'll be like crosswalks, but the crosswalks are split between like 10 tiles. Do you just want me to click the tiles that have most of the crosswalk in it? If there's a tiny piece of the crosswalk in one of the tiles, does that count as a tile I'm supposed to click? It's bullshit. It's terrible. I hate
This bullshit. Fucking developers lost their way. What the fuck is this? And then he pushed like next. He's like, what? Come on. Huh? There was no crosswalk there. I swear to God, I clicked that.
that shit.
I swear to God, I clicked that. That could be. I can't remember the Newfoundland trip, honestly. I remember there was a trip, but I wouldn't remember where it was.
The other thing is, like, I used to think when I did the captchas, I thought all you do is you click on the ones on the screen now, and then you click submit. Oh, no. What you're supposed to do is click, and then they fade away, and then they replace it with more. I didn't even know that. For the longest time, I was clicking and just hitting submit, and it would not go through. And I was like, what is it, busted or something?
He was looking up guides. He was looking up captcha guides.
Sit around and wait for them to repopulate with more images that you need to click again. What the fuck is... It's so stupid.
Oh, that's a fucking short idea. That's a cartoon idea.
I mean, the best part is it obviously doesn't work because
Yeah.
people always, you know, like remember PS5? They all had captcha shit on those queues, yet bots got in and bought them all up, so it doesn't even work.
Doesn't even work, dude. What the hell? Come on.
I used to watch Halloween specials on TV when I was a kid. I always used to watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I think there was a Garfield Halloween. I used to watch a few different ones on TV when I was a kid.
Can we
But now
end
they
this?
don't
You
air
got
them on
the
TV anymore. Now you got to get everything on demand. There's no more live TV broadcast of anything special. You just watch everything on demand whenever you're ready, right? So
Super
it's
Bowl
kind of killed
on
the
demand.
hype of that kind of holiday viewing season.
Yep. I thought you said when it gets to 50, you'll start playing, but you'd rather torture people more? I have 22 minutes till I have to be out.
Okay. Folks, thank you.
Thank God.
For a great show. I hope that you've enjoyed the nice chill vibe today. No drama today, thankfully, right? It was just a nice chill vibe today. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I enjoyed your company.
You see how fun that was for everybody, and there's a reason there was no drama, because you tried to ignore it very hard, huh?
If you like the show, thanks a lot. Please share your thoughts in the video comments as you always, and like the video.
Thanks.
Tomorrow,
the most dented part was probably the Spirit Halloween joke, but there was a good chance for that recurring joke about the thirsty. That was probably the second worst joke for the stream.
Will be another fun day. Tomorrow we are continuing on with Silent Hill 2, but also it'll be the return of WWE Champions Zombies. So it should be exciting.
Hey, you, happy fall.
Great day today coming up. Tomorrow I'll sure I'll be giving you way more of my thoughts about Silent Hill 2. You know what I forgot? Dude, I forgot I have all kinds of updates in regards to
Don't do
interviews and
this.
stuff. I totally had a double big update and I forgot all about it.
Don't do this.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll save it for tomorrow's show. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you on Wednesday.
I will see you on Wednesday.
All right.
Yep. We got updates.
It is time to prepare, my friend.
Updates are coming later.
Horror. Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that. dspgaming. All right. What I will do, I'm just going to play you guys some clips quick. I got to use the restroom. And then when I'll come right back and we'll play 3 hours of Silent Hill 2. Sound good? All right. Give me a sec. Watch some clips. I'll be right back.
All right. We're only... How far behind am I? Not very far. 10 minutes. See how long it takes them to get back. All right, so we're going now 4 minutes ahead. Not back. This was exactly 7 minutes. Now he's entered the room again. Oh, I gotta get my picture back. I used to be able to... Oh shit, hang on.
That's the face. Oh. That is the face of a champion right there. That is definitely
How
spikeless
funny.
suits right there. What the fuck is this?
My laugh doesn't sound like ag.
What great technology they had back then, huh? Amazing. I wonder if it even still works to this day, right? Because they kept, every year they would claim that they had a face scan, and every year it would be that bad. So it's like,
Blame the technology,
are you ever
right?
going to actually have it work? Or are you just going to pretend like you have this feature, and the feature has never properly worked, right?
Yeah, blame the technology. It's easier.
What's going on, Jade? Jade is here. Ultra supporter of the channel and says, hey, you, happy fall. Happy fall to you, Jade. I actually have fall weather today. I have my window.
Oh, let's see the
I
temperature.
have the blackout curtains slightly open to the side to get some air circulation in here. I have to figure out, like, what's the best setup to get air. Right now, I am getting good air, actually. It's actually quite nice.
Getting good
And
air.
I'm debating what to do. So this literally breaking news. This just happened. Not this is breaking news. We have a room fan downstairs in the living room.
No.
And it broke. And it sucks because it's not even 2 years old, and it just broke. It doesn't work anymore.
Who broke
now, we
it?
need air circulation downstairs, so we ordered another one off Amazon. It's actually coming later today, and we're debating, should we just take this fan that's in my office and put this downstairs in the living room and then put the new fan in the office? Or should we put the new fan in the living room and keep this one in here? I'm not sure.
Okay,
Gotta think
yeah.
about it. So
Very
when the new
difficult
fan
life.
comes later,
Very tough decisions to be made in terms of lifestyle planning. You better think about that. Think long and hard about that one.
to
It's a
see
tough
if I want to
choice.
put the new fan in here or not, and how it works for air. If it works really good for air circulation, I might need it better in here. We'll have to see. We actually used to have this fan that's in my office downstairs, but then we rotated all the fans around in the house at one point. So I don't even know. My wife, she wanted one and she found one she liked, and it comes today. We're like, oh, just get it, and we'll figure it out when it shows up. We'll figure out where we're putting what. So, okay. So
Definitely, she gets the old one. You know that.
Let me see here how I want to do this with the air and the lighting.
Oh my God. Let's see how we want to do this. This is a tough decision. By the way, guys, please support. We haven't even went over to the other channel yet, have we? I don't think we have. Yes, he was just on break.
See, if I open the blinds like this, I keep holding the blinds for some reason. If I open the curtains like this, I'm getting excellent air circulation now. Like now the window is open and I'm getting air blowing right on me. It's cooling.
Okay.
But now, as you can see,
Okay.
it's light in here, right? You're seeing way more light. So because of
Oh,
that,
he
it's
stopped
not
that?
as good. I had
Oh,
it so that
okay.
the side of the window was open.
That didn't take long.
Maybe I should do that. Hold on.
Oh my God. Oh, hold on. Hang on a second here. Let me try this. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad idea because you do absolutely lose viewership, but, you know, interesting he acted that quick on it. Usually it takes him forever to make decisions like that, and you got to talk about it for 4 streams before you even make any decision, you know?
So now I have more air. Yeah, I like this. In the back, you can see the background a little better this way too, and you don't see the light directly on me. Okay. Oh man, where did I put my phone?
Yeah, you gotta have
I
that.
don't have it. Where did I put it? Shoot.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't have my phone with me. I must have left it out of the office. I have to go get it because I was going to adjust the lighting to be Silent Hill, and then we were going to start. All right, hold on.
Not
Must have left
WB,
it down.
Jade.
Find it.
Sorry, Jade. No WB tonight. Okay. Yeah, I have no skip juice anyway, so. All right. Okay, anyways. I'll read super chats now. Big ups everybody for chilling today. This was a rough one. Hopefully it was entertaining for you in some way. I tried to do my best. This one was like trying to make a statue out of a very I don't want to use a Phil joke here, but making a statue of something out of things that aren't normally made to use statues. That makes sense somehow. This was Dark Souls and Preestreams. There we go. That's the better way to say it, Brew.
Got my phone. Now I can turn on the Silent Hill animations.
I'll wait till he starts, then I'll do it, though. I'll wait till gameplay.
Oh, no, no WWE tonight, Jay. Tonight is Silent Hill 2 all day today. Tomorrow night is the next WWE stream.
Oh, my God. What? Shoot. I see.
Change.
Oh, Nick, that might be pushing it, brother.
Why is it not changing? There we go. Okay.
You can't love him. He's my pet. So please stop saying that. It's a little weird. Okay, Nick?
Dented Gaming, I did have the window open, but if I have the window open and then the curtains closed, they're blackout curtains. They literally insulate the room. So even with the window open, I don't get any air circulation. I have to have the curtain moved to one side or the other to get air in this room, or else I get zero air. It's just super stuffy.
Oh,
and that's not
villain. Now pushing it.
Trust me.
I think there's some bad actors, but the villain's a fan, though.
Joe Loft, you're taking off? All right. Thanks for stopping by. Jasper's great. Jasper will be in here more this week. Today's actually my wife's day off, so she's home, so he will not.
Why is that not your day off?
Today's actually my wife's day off, so she's home.
Interesting.
So he will not be in here, but he'll be in here the next 2 days.
Interesting.
I actually don't remember if she works one or both, but he'll be in here some of these days. Okay?
Why are we taking off Friday then? Huh?
All right, guys, we're about to get started with Silent Hill 2. Let's boot it up. Let me go get my controller.
Okay, interesting. Any final contributions? Do we do a before YouTube bag or not? That's the question. Do we get a pre-YouTube bag? Or, I think we do, honestly. It's very easy, actually. Mash the bag. Oh, we got a raid again. All right, big ups. Here we go. If you saw it yesterday, you're going to see it again. But remember, Rambo's in a different place. It's a randomized Rambo. I always do randomized Rambos. Here we go. Big ups, King Jad. Can you find the nose of an angel coming from the left to right of your screen? Let's fucking go. Come on. Find the Rambo. Find him. Where could he be? Anywhere. Top, bottom, middle, left, right. Where is the Rambo? Where was he today? And today I did see him. It was one of the easier ones this time. Thanks for the raid, King Jad. Toxic Charity's adding one, coming back from the raid. Philip returning to the holding pen. That one is easy. I need to get, you know, because someone suggested yesterday if I do like all Rambos and find the Philip. But Rambo's run is like, it's harder to make a cycle. So I put a little work into it, but I was like, all right, no, fuck this. The cycle is not as good. So maybe if I can find a different version of him running, I might. But that classic him running across the green grass from Project 7 didn't really work that well. It's not as straight as Philip's. Philip has that one Grug run. Oh, the anime run would be good. Yeah, that's a good idea there, bro.
Here we go.
I do have that. That's one of the random run fill runs already. Well, that's a hard mode. All Phillips, all normal Phillips, but one anime one. That's tough.
Okay. The villain says your wife never takes vacation time. I don't know what you mean.
It's a
you
question.
You do realize that when you work retail, you don't actually get like time off, right?
Part-time,
like,
no.
That, right? Like they give you hours, you work the hours.
Yeah, part-time, no.
She doesn't work a corporate job where she's accumulating paid vacation time and all these nice features. When you work American retail, you don't get anything. You basically get your hours and that's it. You work your hours, you enjoy them. If you don't, well, tough shit. You're lucky to even get the hours.
She has the day
That was
off
the problem she was having previously, was that, excuse me, basically the job screwed her over. She was guaranteed that she was supposed to have a certain amount of hours a week, and then the business started to fail, and then they kept reducing hours to the point where she was barely working enough at all. And then she was trying to find another job to juggle, but then they didn't like that. They were like, no, you're supposed to be available. It's like, but you're not giving me any hours. So what are you talking about? You know, but that's American retail. It's all stupid. You know, no, she's not taking vacation time. I don't even know what you mean.
Relax, man. All right. Well, you can see that she's not the best worker at the job, I guess. That's safe to say. Because when you're one of the best, they make sure you get the hours, if you know what I mean. Oh, Spawn Killer, you are trying to get banned, aren't you, Spawn Killer? And you give money.
Okay, are we good? Are we ready to start? So, we're about to begin, everyone. Thanks for being patient as we got set up here.
Yeah,
Over
definitely.
340 people in climbing for Silent Hill 2.
That's
Excellent.
not climbing,
I'm excited.
actually.
This game's great. Looking forward to a good 3-hour stream now and then another 2-hour stream later tonight. So we'll get around 4.5 to 5 hours of gameplay in over the course of today, and I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for 120 likes. Let's get that to 150. If you're enjoying the stream and you're here for Silent Hill action, please like the stream.
I'll get it back up
and
tonight.
Let's
latest.
get some contributions in, some super chats, and some tips. Again, what we're working towards is to hit goal number 8.
Is this a joke or serious?
All the goals this week through 13, which should be through the end of Thursday. I'll be doing a special DSP Tries It return episode where I'm trying the Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's this weekend. All right?
Hang on, is this a joke or
over the
real?
halfway point to 7. Let's hit 8. We're already at $60, so we're already a good head start into there, and I certainly hope that you will consider contributing, okay?
Is this a joke or serious?
Spawn Killer did super chat. I work retail, I get time off and vacation. Then you're lucky. Ooh. And you probably work consistent hours, too, and that's the problem with American retail is they won't even give you consistent hours. Like, the only people in American retail who actually do really get paid time off, vacation, sick time, etc., are people who are in management positions who are working 40 hours a week, guaranteed.
No.
Good luck getting that in American retail, because that's the exception to the rule. Most people who work American retail barely get a guaranteed 20 hours a week. They do that on purpose because in American retail, if they pay you a certain... If they give you a certain amount of hours, then they're legally required to qualify you for health insurance. So they'll purposely not give you enough hours to qualify so they don't have to pay for your health insurance. You see? So they expect you, no exaggeration, to have 2 to 3 part-time jobs during the week that you're juggling so that you can afford your rent.
Who expects this, by the way? And I thought you're very successful, so I hope you could let your wife get out of this hell she's living in, right? Definitely, right? Because you make, you're so successful and all.
In life, in America, that's actually what they're expecting of the average American these days. It's pretty fucked up the way that this country operates. But more power to you, Spawn Killer. If you actually work a retail job where you're getting those things, you have to understand that that is the exception. Most American workers can't even get a set schedule of hours every week. They're not even guaranteed that.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready? Here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake. Last time around was my first day with the game, and I had a ton of fun with it.
Fuck it. I got a speed run now. I got 6 minutes. Jericho TSK says, is DSP and Panda the Holy Grail? Any other DMs you'd prefer? Give this to Shoe for... I did read that one already. Still, my Holy Grail is Panda, absolutely. Or the original courtship of Philip and Catherine. That would be interesting as well. Those texts back and forth would be interesting, because as we saw from the restraining order, the guy said Philip told him to kill himself. So that would be interesting to see those chats. ES says, when is the highly requested DSP versus Uniglow collab? Because he does support Uniglow. There is a video about that, by the way. Someone made a funny video about that. Lyrical Thief says, giving nothing but the lick like 2 broads. Rest in peace, Doom. Big ups, Lyrical Thesis. Movie Sign says, just FYI, I buy the hell with a Dentamania mug. Just saying. We'll see. ES says, I did add a hat to the WPIG shit, but unfortunately it's the kind with the holes in the back, because if you don't not have that, you have to get a stitched logo, and WPIG's colors are kind of gradient, and that's hard for a stitch to do, so I couldn't do that one. But there is a hat now available, but I'll try to fix it up. Again, it's low as prices can go, so, it's unlike Philip. I'm not trying to make bank on it. We just break even on all the merch we do. ES says, so Kat and Phil gaslight each other about money? Apparently. Lyrical Thesis says, imagine buying someone a DSP shirt for Christmas. Yeah, whoa, DSP shirt? What the fuck? Whoa. ES says, unrelated question, Anthony, what size shirt? I did answer that. NW News says, Moldy Phil, big ups, NWO News. Jericho TSK says, I know I'm late. I was operating a household. Honestly, this is $20 worth of quality packing material and a free mug. That was probably the most unhinged part of today, actually. Was the mug rant, the mug praise about the packaging. No. Cheap as it goes on Streamlabs. Lyrical Thesis says, bro, it's 67 degrees in Renton. Yeah, he said it was good fall weather, though. Streamer weather. NWO News says, what about Cat, Phil? I forget exactly what that was a reference to, but big ups to you, NWO, anyway. ES says, so is every meal a cheap meal for Cat? Well, ES, it's up to you to come to that conclusion. Lyrical Thesis says, JID Fuel, you're welcome. All right, Lyrical Thesis wants you to listen to this song, JID Fuel. You're welcome, everybody. The Pasta Maker says, Gomez Adams was played by his favorite Bison actor. Oh, big ups. I did not know that, dear Pasta Maker. Thank you for that. Logan K says, this would be a great time for LARPers to talk about the painful bites meme. We are all upset because this is a childish scam, by the way. Someone bring that up when he eats the burger. He will flip out and not show you him biting because he definitely has a high self-esteem. Jay Wusso says, both you and Mr. Krabs love money. Do you get it? That's a good joke, too. Jay Wusso. VLX says, jokes are funny. Filthy scammers are not. Agree, VLX. ES says, begs 100 times a stream. It's all a joke. Begs 100 times a stream. It's all a joke. It is a joke. And you're coping, ES, I feel. Wesley H says, I'm acting regarded. Wow, what a regard. Boom, get felt to detractor morons. Now, that sure makes sense if you drink enough gin. That's the key I think I'm missing, is I need to get back in the alcohol so I can have enough gin to have fun. Copeside Phil says, it's a joke. Now, guys, please support me. That was the best transition. I love it. Don't you get it? They take the bet every time. Now, guys, honestly, you want to see this crabby thing. We all know it. You know it. I know it. You want to get the crab. Okay? So let's make it happen. ES says, is house falling apart part of the joke also? Yes, not fixing appliances is part of the joke. Now stop coping, ES. I can see it. When in Gout says, I'm not owned. I'm not owned. You're owned. Yeah. I'm not mad. You're mad. Lyrical Thesis says, a BJ with your sandals on. I'm not sure what that's reference to, Lyrical Thesis. Is that another song I need to check out? Or is that some kind of video I should check out? Or is that a category I should check out? Some of these websites for music have many different categories. For example, MILF. For example, threesome. For example, outdoors. These are all songs, by the way. They put them in categories. So is that what you're talking about? I will check out that category, though, on the music websites. ES says, how long until we get the toe walking videos OnlyFans? No, ES, not happening. Mechanic Drew says, how long till Philip points out a Fansly link at OF? No, he will not do that. He will not do that. Step sibling. Yeah, that's a category of song. ES says, here's the funny part, but he says it's a funny part 1,000 times. That's why I made this, but it kind of I didn't play it for a while, but here you go. This is why I made this. Wesley H says, we can't mock Phil for fumbling through this because e-girls have thirsty simps that do this for free and make it perfect. He has thirsty dents. Yes, Wesley H. But at least they're hot, right? At least there's hot girls they're hot in the end of the day. I mean, it's sad when people do that stuff, but at least they're hot. Logan K says, he's putting so many words in people's mouths right now. He thinks he is cooking, but this is actually slander. That's about the ads. The ads was pretty unhinged too, but just not that entertaining. Mr. Extravagant says, I hope at least Jade is enjoying this because I don't know how much more I can take of myself. If the LT wasn't filtering, I would be gone. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant. Legend. Oh, Nightbot's at it again. ES says, Phil really likes cows. Shout out to... No, ES. You almost got me. I didn't read it all. Robert Williams says, hi, I'm looking for the gaming news. Yes, Spirit Halloween is going to be... Yeah, the That Being Said hats are embroidered. They are. Because that logo doesn't have as many colors as WPIG. But check the listing, though, because I don't want you to buy something correctly because of what I'm saying here. But check the listing, but I think they are. Jericho says, I think they'd be shopping for more of a set. Oh, no, Jericho, not reading it. You guys are almost getting me. Splody Jones says, Cat puts a belt on with something that in Star Tropics is used as a weapon. Gotcha. That's a deep cut. Logan K says, DSP, have you ever punched a milk? Hoskew says, could have been whole milk. Oh, I already said that one, but it's funny. NWO News says, talks about milk and belts, demands $50. Big ups. I read that ES about cat's udders. Ikiro says they only donated because they can't take it anymore. ES says, how could one man be so unremarkable and boring? Well, it's a good question to think about. ES says, which 3 are buses? You still haven't told me. Big ups David Ortiz for becoming a member. ES says, Gwent fucked cat. You get the old fan. And ES says, so Cat and Phil gaslight each other about money, and that appears to be the deal. 431, not too bad. I think I might survive another day as a married gentleman. But I gotta go. It is time for me to touch some grass. But I will see you tomorrow for the pre-stream again, my friends. I promise you, it's been fun. It's been real. And I will not play the outro song, but I will give you Daytona for 15 seconds before I get out of here. And remember, the restream from yesterday will be re-uploaded tonight. Tonight. All right, see you guys. You're all legends. Don't forget it. Let's go.
Do, 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 do.